Surfing on 8-bit nostalgia, man. Pocket full of pogs in my right hand. Slamming slammers, trading wins. Buzz on cola, stained our chins. The beach was pixels, waves were sound. We found forever where none was bound. Life on pause, no rewind. Only forward, only blind. Outside the lands, we were totally rad. Smoke a bowl out of a sun-kissed can. Mike and ice for breakfast, ain't that mad? Surfing on 8-bit nostalgia, man. Pocket full of paws in my right hand. Outside the lands, we were totally rad. Smoke a bowl out of a sun-kissed can. Mike and Ike's for breakfast, ain't that mad? Surfing on 8-bit nostalgia, man. Pocket full of pogs in my right hand.
All right, I remember to unmute. We're learning.
Sugar high.
Oh God, I don't think I got all the urine out. Shit. All right, there's that. Come over here. Crank this down. We're gonna crank it down like so. There we go. And we're gonna start it up like so. And then come over here. And then we're gonna mute it like so. That's how the professionals do it. All right, you guys ready? We're switching over. Golf class, well, thank you. Well, thank you. Good morning, Armor. Good to see you. Have y'all tried peppercorns? I don't know. So I've heard. How do, ladies and jerks? It is I, your boy, 6 2/3, back here again with another iteration of Outside the Lens NES edition. I almost typed in exclamation mark NES. We're piecing it together, boys. For those that are uninitiated, for those completely in the dark, Outside the Lens is box art, magazine ads, market prices, commercials, short play, and then a hazy Florida stoner review. And that's what we do on Outside the Lens. That's the format. That's how we do this. That's the sequence in which we follow throughout the entire stream. It is formatted, believe it or not. You would never guess, but it is. Like, Armor, am I just never here at the beginning of the stream? I've never seen that intro. I know, Armor. We do have a little, that's actually half of the intro. Beef is still working on it. And he's like, just throw this in there, just stick this in there. They'll eat it up. And I was like, okay. And he's right. It works for right now. That's actually the end of his intro that he's been working on for Outside the Lens. So yeah, we usually just throw on some sort of Skynet adjacent song, play it for 3 minutes while I sit here and nervous pee and fidget around, and then we switch over to here, and then I do the intro. By the way, guys, I don't like intros. What you have seen here is my non-intro intro. And so I feel like if you're going to click on this link, click on this video, I don't want to waste your time. We're going to get right into the content. Like so. Shroom, that's why I just say hello. It's a better way, Shroom. It's a better way. Good to see you this morning, Shroom. I saw you claim Faust. Love to see it. Carrison, you got 105 stream streak. Oh my God. That's too much. You have 105 stream steak. That's too much. Too much sunscreen steak. The longer the streak, the more pressure. We love it. You love it when it's long, huh? So, boys, in order to begin, don't you 555 come on now. Don't you sass queen me. We just started. And in order to start the shroom, I wouldn't know anything about that. I wouldn't either, brother. We're carrying, it's like an acorn glued to the bottom of my torso. That's unfortunate, Shroom. Really good imagery, though. You got me real good. Jesus. How we doing, Droomy? Have you all tried peppercorns? Well, if you haven't, saddle up, because we're about to right now, because we're switching over into box art. Here we go, boys. We're all business this morning. Let's do it. And we're back. For whatever reason, my webcam on this scene zooms out. I don't understand why. I haven't figured that part out yet, but it's fine. It's whatever. Sonic's just gonna hang out here on the corner. Booping for us? Okay. Boop. He's doing corner business, you know? He's trying to make that money. It's hard for a hedgehog these days. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know? The hedgehogs, they gotta bring out the stockings and everything. Have you ever seen Sonic in stockings before? It's weird. It's weird. He gets real fast and then they burn off and then they meld into his legs. It's a very niche client, you know? And speaking of niche, totally rad. Here it is. That's the box art. That's what it looks like, guys. Bada bing. That's the box art. The armor, out of all the clothes he needs to wear, stockings. I know, it's weird. It's weird. But you know, Johns of today, you know, if you're gonna be a working girl like Sonic, you know, you gotta bring him in. Here, hold on, I could do this. We could do this. There we go. There you go. You see him. He's on the corner. He's on the corner. He isn't allowed to show his feet. No, he's not. No, he's not. I've seen Sonic's feet. The internet had decided to bestow upon me that fucking gift. Never get it outside of my head. Just censorship. Sometimes censorship is a good thing, boys. Sometimes it's a good thing, you know? For those uninitiated, for those unaware, that's right, give me the dogs. Thank you. Thank you, Armor. Appreciate you. When we take a look at box art here on Outside the Glens, we take a look at box art based on two criteria. The first criteria being, looking at this box art, do we see any verbs? We got any action on this box art? And the second criteria being, looking at this box art, does this box art encapsulate what the gameplay experience will look like, will be like? When you look at it, do you get a good idea of what genre you're getting into by just staring upon this totally rad art? And that's the criteria in which we assess and analyze box art, you know? Armor, uncensor the dogs, that's right. That's right. Carrison, that's how I feel right now, outside the glands. We could do scriptures this weekend. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So guys, look at this box art. We got any verbs? Do you see any verbs on this box art? A little bit. We got a little bit of verbs. Not a lot. Not a lot. Barely any, actually. I would say like one verb, maybe. It depends on whether or not you count scowling as a verb. I do not. Not really. Technically it is, but I do not be constituting scowling, you know, the facial rictus as a verb. Not for this, you know, I know technically it is. I know. Druby, claw is a noun and a verb. That's true. Also, Street Fighter 2 character, the slang for a Street Fighter 2 character. Carrison, box, clawing something. Armor, it looks like it's hiding. That's true too. I can't tell if it's hiding or if it's ominously waiting to pounce. Like Carrison trying to jump my bones as soon as I get off stream. I'm like, baby, I'm still saying hello to the streamer I rated. And she's like, no, pants off. Good hair, though. Exactly. She says the same thing when pants are off. So you guys already... No, Nutsy! So you guys already touched up upon it. Like, the verb here is the creature. This is actually the boss. I believe this is the first boss that you encounter. Is clawing alongside the edges of the front of the box. That is a verb. That is action. We do have it. And I think it's pretty cool in that sense. Like, you guys were... Syncretism. Noun. The amalgamation of different religions. I thought I already erased this. Hold on. We did that last week, Garrison. Hold on. We did that last thing. We did that last week. Let's get you another one. Yeah, we had this word. I agree, Armor. I agree. There we go. We had unguent too, but we'll go ahead and do it. Unguent, a soft, greasy, or viscous substance used as an ointment or for lubrication, typically in a liquid form, a soothing or healing salve for the application to sores. Middle English origin from Anglo-French unguentum, meaning anoint. Thank you for redeeming the vocab machine. Carrison, nobody says unguent. I do. I do all the time. I do all the time. I'm just like, Carrison, I have too much razor rash from our shaven pubic bones rubbing up together. Can you get me some unguent, please? It's a daily phrase over here. So you guys already touched on it. You know, the only action that we really see, unless you want to like get real technical about it and zoom in, we'll zoom in. I mean, technically, is he crying? He's definitely got some lubrication around the eyes, you know? So I don't know if you would constitute that as crying. Definitely got some water roiling up there, but you know. Other than that, it's just clawing out the box. So not the most action-packed box art, but I think the minimalism here works. I think it's totally fine, you know? So I think the action that they do have, satisfactory. Mushroom, bush, or bust? I used to be very anti-pubic hair, but now as I accelerate in my 60 years old on this planet, I'm just like, looks good to me. Whatever it is, you know, dress it up, shave it, don't matter. It looks all the same. Looks good to me. AJ Apathy Jesus, 7 3/4. That's me. That's me. Carrison, outside the lacrimal glands because he's crying. I knew we were not gonna get through a stream without the word lacrimal. It's Carrison's favorite word right now. Drewby, you want to feel like you're going down on an adult? I don't. Me personally, every time I've gone down on somebody with shaven genitals, I've never crossed the streams in that way. You know, I never thought to myself, "Ooh, I can get a sigh of relief. This person's pubes reminds me of an adult." AJ wants the scriptures already. And if thy hand offend thee, cut it off. It is better for thee to enter into life maimed than having 2 hands to go into hell, into the fire that never shall be quenched. Mark. Steelface. Thank you for redeeming the scriptures there, AJ. Carrison, it's a good one. It is a good one. Lacrimal is a very good one. Does this box art encapsulate what the gameplay experience will be like? Not really. Not really. This box art don't give you shit in terms of like what kind of genre you're going to get into. You got no idea what kind of game you're gonna play here. None. Like my guess is Pokemon, right? It's a Pokemon game. Did you guys know that this inspired Pokemans? You can tell it's totally rad. So in terms of encapsulating what the genre is going to be like, Totally Rad is a side-scrolling action platformer, right? You guys would constitute this as action platformer. So it doesn't really give you anything in that regard. So like in terms of the criteria, I don't think this criteria really knocks it out of the park. But in terms of just rule of cool, I think this box art is more than efficacious. I think this is totally fine. I mean, like, right off the bat, the box art low-key fucks. Me personally, I actually love the font, the 2 different font styles. You know, you're playing a game with disparity and difference. So, like, if you have the 2 different fonts, you invite in appropriate comparison right off the bat. Good use of poppy, loud, day glow colors. Usually, me personally, I'd be cautious on using like the vibrant yellow. Like, what is it? The Heinz mustard yellow as your background. Gildens. But here, I think it makes the art actually more memorable. I think it actually works for the box art, you know? As soon as Karrison is the person who redeemed this game. I remember the box art as soon as this game was redeemed, just because of the yellow backsplash. The only problem is that you don't know if the character on the front is a good guy or a bad guy. Originally, when I saw the character on the front, you know, and the fact that it says totally rad, I thought, you know, as a kid, it meant radioactive, like he's morphing, you know? And it turns out this is not the actual player character. This is the first boss of the game. So kind of confuses you a little bit there, but it's still fine. So I think this box art fucks. I think it's good. Like, AJ, the fire that never shall be quenched, is that gonorrhea? Oh man, I've been having a lot of PP issues. Not really PP issues. It's just it just feels like my urine canal, whatever that thing is called, it just burns. But that's because I've been eating a lot of edible peppercorns, and that's usually what happens when I take the edible peppercorns. It just makes my pee-pee feel weird, you know. Not to the point in which it was like on scriptures where I was telling Karrison, I was like, "Are these teeth my teeth? I don't think these teeth are my teeth." I was like, "Did you put somebody else's teeth inside my mouth?" True story. Karrison, ooh, I hope it's Pokemon. It's not. It's not. AJ, redeemed 6 ranks. Pokemon, Digiman, Monster Rancher, Beyblade, your ma'am. All right, I'll get right to that. Karrison, Urethra. I hardly know her. Karrison, all peppercorns are the edible version still. Well, some of them you can stuff. You can, they're edible in the south mouth. I'm just saying. AJ wants a ranking. Okay, we're gonna go in ascending order. So we'll start from the bottom. My mom, she goes at the bottom. She's number 5 on that list, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she's number 5 on that list. Because my mom has not entertained me even remotely as much as Pokemon, Digiman, Monster Rancher, and Beyblade. So she's going down at the bottom. Wow, I'm telling your mom, don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom. Anything that is said on stream stays on stream. How dare you? After that, it's gonna be Monster Rancher. I don't really know anything about Monster Rancher. I know it's a game series, and I know it's beloved by a lot of people, but I myself have never played it. It seemed too close to one of them Pokemans, and that stuff is the devil. The absolute devil. After that is Beyblade. Literally Beyblade. It's hilarious that comes into that I did, for one reason or another, I did go through a Beyblade phase. Not because I wanted to, but I had the tops and everything, the arena, and they would spin, and as far as like, you know, children's toys go, it's not a bad toy. I know that there are a lot of nerds on the internet that get really crazy and stoked about that shit, the Beyblades, and they do all sorts of modifications to their Beyblades, and like, look, for the people who are big about it, that's, you know, for the people who are into that kind of thing, that's the kind of thing those people are into. So, and in terms of like having a toy kind of like parlay into a manga or a video, Beyblade's a video game series, isn't it? No. I'm sure there has been a Beyblade game, but it's mostly, you know, physical toys, right? I don't know. I think the parlay from physical to digital media, whether it be the cartoon or if there is a computer game, like, I think it's really cool. I think it fucks. So after that, it's a hard one, man. It's right in the middle. Because if you're asking me what do I prefer, like Pokemon or Digiman, I actually prefer Digiman over Pokemon because Digiman is wild. It's so crazy. Pokemon are like, look at this cute little rat. We gave it electricity. And Digimon's like, look at this 1967 Chevrolet Corvette that we turned into a kaiju. And it's got a fluffy little raccoon tail. Digimon just goes fucking out there, man. But for the sakes of posterity, I've played more Pokemon than I have Digimon. So I'll rank Pokemon just slightly above Digimon. But I feel like Digimon is almost like the Yu-Gi-Oh of fucking Pokemons, you know? It's crazy. AJ, there's a ton of Beyblade animes. I don't know if there's a video game. I don't know either, brother. I just dipped my toes in it. Like, Karis, this is an outrage! I knew that would set you off, but I'm sorry. Have you ever watched Digimon, Karison? The cartoon? It's fucking bananas. The show is weird all the way around. AJ, Digimon are like, I'm a thought form god, by the way. Yeah, that's for sure. That's a good way of putting it. Like, there's also, like, there's all sorts of religious, like, kind of undertones to Digimons. Or at least, like, you know, like pagan ritualistic gods. Let's put it that way. So guys, I think this box art fucks. I think it's good box art. It doesn't really necessarily pass the criteria. Name one Digimon. Oh, you got me there. You got me there. Truckosaurus. That's how you do it. Truckosaurus. He's my favorite Digimon. Fake fan! AJ's, he's listed them off. Kabutoramon, Garumon, Agumon, Angel Woman. Shroom? Really? It's been like 7 years since I saw a Digimon. All right, guys? Don't cyberbully me into compliance here. Looking at the back of this box art. Okay. Usually, you guys know what I'm gonna say, right? You guys know how I'm gonna dress and treat the back of this box art. I usually have very, very decided opinions about the back of this box art. However, like, the only thing I would say bad about the back of this box art is in stark contrast to the front of this box's color scheme. Chuck the fuck out of this white background. What are they doing here? What are they doing here? You guys had it right in the beginning. The front of this box art, yellow as fuck. And then you turn around, you got just a nasty ass, blank ass, white fucking background. But everything else, outside of that background, everything else we will take. We will take. That's right, AJ's got it right. 6 whole screenshots, not 4. We got outside of the white background, a generally efficient back of box art going on here. They're doing more of the good and less of the bad. Because as AJ stated, we got 6 screenshots. They're centrally located. They're not just in a 2x2 square. They're doing something here, you know? And then they don't have a wall of fucking text on the back of this box art. They're cutting it up into very prosaic, short, concise sentences. That's what you want. You don't want an entire fucking paragraph. I don't want to look at, you know, post 2022 Magic the Gathering, you know? Every time I look at the back of box arts, it looks like a post 2022 Magic the Gathering Magic card, where you literally have to have a 4.5 in reading comprehension just to fucking get through it to see what the fuck it does. And that's not the case here. This is how you should do back of box art, you know? It rocks. Karison, make like an eagle and take it to the air, dude. You guys are nerds. You guys are nerds. You guys both repeated yourselves. You guys are sharing the brain cell today. You guys, you guys are thriving. I love that. Like, Armor, the white background stands out for me. Shut up, Armor. Don't you sit here and plot against me. I hate the white background. I don't understand why they do white backgrounds for anything related to video games. Anything. It's just, for me, it's just the laziest of lazy, you know? Throw some color in there, Jesus. Karison, white background slaps. Okay, we got a conspiracy in chat. All right, I need to quell this uprising. Shroom, I am playing RuneScape. Nerd! I've never actually played RuneScape. Like, I've seen it, obviously. Like, I've seen it played. I know of RuneScape. I've just never actually played it. AJ slaps white background. You should slap this white background. And slap it in, put some bruises on it, get some color in this fucker, you know? Armor, conspiracy, and it's just chat liking the white background. I know! You guys all got together right before stream, and you're like, hey, let's fuck with 6. Let's all collectively like white backgrounds. And I'm just like, sons of bitches. I don't know why I keep y'all around. I don't know why I keep, oh yeah, the money. It's the money. I'm just joking. You guys can like what you like. We got a promo. We got a magazine promo. Again, the AJ, it reminds me of notebook paper. It's cozy. You're disgusting. I only write on the sweetest of salmon orange paper. You guys write on white paper. Bunch of poros, man. Speaking of poros, we got ourselves a Game Pro written printed advertisement. Now, disgusting white blank background aside, I feel like this is a really serviceable promo. The good screenshots, they lure you in on the better, more interesting aspects of the game instead of snoozer samples. Nothing drives me more insane than the fucking people promoting their screenshots, and the screenshots are literally like of the main character looking at a palm tree. What are you trying to convey? How are you selling the sizzle? By having your main character be an arborist. You know? And so, I'm still not on board with the screen grabs getting such small real estate on this advertisement. Again, having your screen grabs, your screenshots, that should be the leading march for your game. That way people can get an idea of what they're getting into right from the beginning. I think you should have that front and center, but outside of all that, I think this works. I think this is not bad, you know, promotional advertisement. So I think it rocks. I like it. We got something going on in chat. I saw it popping up out of the show us the salmon. I can't do that on Twitch, baby. I can't do that on Twitch. It's got underwater lice in it, you know? Nobody wants to see that. Armor, I like how the white makes Blanca pie. It does kind of look like at-home Blanca. With like a Fraggle Rock nose, you know, like a Jim Henson nose. It does remind me of that. Vicey, there he is. There's the boy. How we doing, Vicer? Good morning. The white paper. That's right. We've got some white paper. Vicer hates food. I know. That's why he did a tremendous VR chat stream last night all about food. Vicer literally, he did a 17-hour stream detailing every single food in the world. He only got 2% into it. That's right, shout his ass out. Shout him out. Bring him in front of the town square so everybody can see it. So everybody can see it. Vicer's a human being. Just barely. He is an AI gaining sentience. But shout his ass out. I want everybody to see him. Like, Carrison, we need answers. Answers to what? Why is the rad lizard crying? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, maybe it's one of those joy moments. I've never heard of that myself. I've never cried from joy. I've never experienced it. So, Vicer, he hates food. Hates it. Absolutely hates it. It does seem like, especially when I get on the scriptures, it seems kind of like a pain in the ass because I'm just like, fuck, man, I gotta feed myself again. Didn't we just do this yesterday? You know, it's like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, good Lord. Ugh. Armor can't believe he ate crickets. I can't either. On stream. That's the wild part. He just went out in the yard and caught him. And I was like, Vicer, just, you know, I was like, bump him into the desk first, you know? You don't have to do an Ozzy Osbourne on crickets. Holy shit. That's right, Carrison, get at him. Release the hounds. Ban him. Like, all right, let me catch up in chat. Armor, that Vicer mukbang was crazy. It was. I mean, I myself love a good mukbang. Karis, you want to have a mukbang after stream? Not M-U-K-K, M-U-C-K. Just asking. AJ, Vicer is like Cobra Commander at the end of the Serpentor arc. I was once a man! I was once a man! Vicer, lol, people trying to convince my ass crickets are viable food. They're delicious. They're delicious. They taste better than what you would think. They literally do. Like, trust me, I was against it too. But I've had crickets more than a few times, and I was like, these are not bad. These are not bad. Karis and Vicer ate so much peanut butter on stream last night to wash down the spicy crickets. I know, but he had on stream, he had peanut butter mouth, which was weird, because it was literally like, and I was like, Vicer, wash your mouth out. It's just like, good Lord. I know you're a vulgar man, but wash your mouth out. Jesus. Speaking of washing our mouths out, let's wash our mouth out of that promo. because now we got a Japanese promo. Totally different. Totally different. Totally different theme and accoutrement and flavor to this written promo, this physical magazine advertisement. For those that are not in the know, for those that are unaware, jelly water. Oh, Karison, will you get a chance next time you go downstairs? Can you get my boba tea? I'd like to drink some boba tea on stream and troll everybody because all I've been talking about is boba tea because I've been drinking it for the last 3.5 days straight. I only have one now, baby. I threw the other one away this morning, so I'll take the boba tea whenever you get a chance. Like now, totally different theme and accoutrement when it was localized stateside. The Totally Rad in Japan originally was known as Magic John. I don't think he's here, but if he was, you know, that would work. That's him. He's magical. John, the John that shows up, the John that I'm talking about, he's magical. So in Japan... Oh, well, thank you very much for the 100 bits, Strick. Thank you. Hello, man. I hope you're doing great today. I always enjoy your streams. Good job. Well, thanks, brother. I do appreciate that. Like, I really do. I don't know how this one's gonna go, but we're gonna test your enjoyment of it, Strick. Thanks for the bits, brother. I do appreciate that. Thank you for depositing your $1 directly into this trash can. Like, well, a lot of people online, myself included, make the argument that the localization team actually elevated, you know, what was essentially a ho-hum, doldrums, cookie-cutter action platformer by giving it its own personality and flavor. And we will talk about that a little bit more in the notes. But basically, the short and sweet of it, the Stevia version, is that this game was released as Magic John in Japan, and I don't know, it was not really all that exciting. Didn't really do a whole bunch, but when it came over to America, it was turned into Totally Rad, and it took on this weird surfer stoner-ism to everything. Literally everything in the game. And at the time, you know, when it came out, people shit all over it because they're like, you're playing into a trope. You're being too 90s. And so everybody shit on it when it came out because it was painfully 90s. I mean, I'm not gonna dispute that. But over time, as the years have gone on, a lot of people have softened their view of Totally Rad because it's kind of a satire. It's kind of doing a wink and a nod against the normal genre tropes at the time. And I will talk about that a little bit later, you know. Armor, just buy a boba tea dispenser. I thought about fuck the quesadilla truck. Maybe we need to do a boba tea truck. I imagine it would kind of be like low overhead, and it wouldn't get as hot. And I imagine people, do you guys think like every normal Joe on the street, do you think normal Joes like quesadillas more or boba tea more? I feel like probably quesadillas more, but man, I just want more boba tea in my life. I'm going on a boba tea kick right now, guys. I have too much boba tea in my life. Not enough. So, now, Karison to Armor, we've discussed making it, but this seems easier. I agree. That's true. That is true. Just buy a boba tea dispenser. I mean, really, and all that it is like because I was talking to the Karison last night, because we were just like, and I know there are a lot of people that dog on boba tea because it's so popular and it's been all over the internet that it's just like anything else. If you get inundated with it, you start to unconsciously dislike it. And like, for me, it's just like, one, it's a cool, refreshing drink, and two, it's kind of fun. That you have fun eating the jellies or eating the little bath beads in the bottom of it. Like, look, I'm up for anything that triggers the stimulus in my brain past putting the fluid in my mouth and then swallowing it, you know? Drinking is outdated. We need a new way to drink. So this is how we're doing it. You know, Vicer was talking last night during his stream that he chugs cheeseburgers. Like, I agree. Like, you know, once you've already done something for many, many years, it's time to do something else. And so Vicer's right. We'll just start drinking our cheeseburgers. Like, Vicer, people would boycott you for selling boba tea. Boba tea is the thing that you drink to be like, hey kids, I'm hip. Boba. Hello, fellow children. That's me, I agree. Kerosene, we have a market here that sells ingredients to make it. Well, that's okay. I mean, I like that. Vicer, you blend up the cheeseburgers. I agree. Because if you blend it up, less time to sit there and chew it up, you can just swallow it and you can make yourself another burger smoothie. I see the vision. I think he's on point. I think he knows what he's talking about. And so, all right, boys, that is it for box art and promotional materials. We're gonna switch over. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I switch over in the right way? Yeah, we'll do this one first. And then, boys, we're gonna do things a little differently. We're gonna shake it up. We're gonna shake up the formula here. You guys ready? Instead of doing the Peppercorn Casino at the end of all the trivia, we're actually gonna do it at the beginning of the trivia. So what we're going to do right now, for those who are not aware, we are going to switch over to the audience participation segment, and then we're gonna keep the prediction up for like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Just keep it up there. We're just gonna do it in the beginning and see what it's like, you know? We're testing things out. We wanna mix it up. So that's what we're gonna do right now. That's right, where we are, we have reached the Peppercorn Casino. Kerosene has opened the Peppercorn Casino. If you think that I will think that Totally Rad is a good game, then vote good. If you think that I will think that Totally Rad is a bad game, then vote bad. If you think it's gonna be right in the middle, then vote mid. We included that option just for you fence riders out there. All you agnostics, we got an option for you, you know? Belly up to the bar, boys. Gamble your peppercorns, your channel points, for the opportunity to win more channel points, peppercorns, by all means, you know? Like, the more you guys bet, the more you could potentially win. You don't have to bet just 10. Who the hell wants to just bet 10? Oh my God, a bunch of nervous Nellies in the chat, only pushing 10 of their peppercorns in. That's not how we do it here at Mix Me a Few Turds. We push it all in, all your peppercorns. I want everybody in chat, push every single peppercorn into this prediction. Let's make it the biggest goddamn Peppercorn Casino. Like, that way we can give it all to Kerosene. Beef's not here to rig it. So Kerosene's here to rig it. Armor AO, a mix up? Yep, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. I just wanna try things differently. Me and Kerosene were talking about it, and we were thinking about, you know, maybe in terms of participation, maybe not having it at the end of my trivia segment where everybody is just like overstimulated clitoris, you know? And maybe doing it at the beginning, you know, because at least maybe that way if people do participate, you know, maybe they'll stick around to see what it actually is, versus if you do it at the end, people may have already, you know, checked out mentally, and they're just like, all right, well, fuck it, whatever, you know? 6 is at the end of a stream. It's like, I'm just trying to wait to get back to Rob. That's what it is. AJ, change frightens and scares me, Sticks. I used to be the same way. I used to be very, very rigid in my rituals and routines, because I am a very ritualistic person. I am a very structured person. I use structure as a means to keep myself balanced in terms of depression. But then I realized under the scriptures, many times under the scriptures, that all the things that you cling to in terms of rituals and regularity, none of it matters. There's always going to be a time in which you can go right back to, you know, structure and rituals and, you know, routines and all that shit. Like, just follow. Anytime anybody wants to give you an adventure, just take it. Just follow the spontaneity. So that's what we're gonna do today. You know, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Kerosene, this casino is pushy. Well, talk to the pit boss. You'll see them walking around. Just flag them down. Let them know you're being pushed into gambling. Pushed into gambling. You know. AJ, so you're saying it's actually okay to put on the left shoe first instead of the right one? It totally is. It totally is, you know? I mean, especially once you figure out that a lot of that structure and rituals is just there because you're afraid of something. And then, you know, fear is the mind killer. Don't make any decisions out of fear, boys. Oh my God, you guys are giving us all this milk. Harrison, why do they only serve milk and TPC? I don't know. You got some against cow mucus? Say it to my face. Say it to my face. Say it to your moon bloom's face. Okay? And me and your moon bloom, we were having a conversation. And you said some very inappropriate things about her cow mucus. I was like, wow. Wow. Oh my God. Shroom, I'm lactose intolerant. Oh God, you and my brother. You and Beef. Beef is lactose intolerant. Guess what? He don't give a shit. Well, technically he does, because he just eats dairy anyways and then blows out his fucking toilet. That's the real level of obese, you know? You have a physiological reaction to certain foods, eat them anyways. All right, boys, we're back. You guys ready to do some trivias? Hey, what's going on, Hoodie Boy? I make decisions not to get on roller coasters because of fear. I'm a scaredy baby. I used to be afraid of roller coasters too, and I still kind of am. Especially county fair level roller coasters. I don't trust those. I've seen Carnival on HBO. All right, I know the level of people who are building that shit. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. What's going on, Techie Rob? Have you all tried peppercorns? Rob's putting them in his fanny pack. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know? Like, Shroom, I have an unreasonable amount of lactate on hand at all times. I do too. I tell Karison to bring her shirt up and I'm like, Karison, I could use a little lactate right now. A little lact hyphen aid. Armor, fuck heights in general. I'm not a huge fan of heights. Not the biggest fan of heights. Me and Karison, we watched the new Final Destination movie. Don't you 555, come on now. It's milk. Comes from the boobs. We watched the new Final Destination movie last night. And it begins, no spoilers, but it begins on a Space Needle. And so we were talking about how terrified we are of Space Needles, because I've been on 2 of them, hated both of them. Don't recommend them. Don't recommend them whatsoever. Like, all right, boys, you guys ready? We got some trivia to talk about. Let's keep it moving. We got to keep it moving. All right, I'm on the right screen? Yeah, I think so. We're on the right screen. All right, bada bing. Guys, right in the beginning, we got to talk about plot and premise. Totally Rad is an action game in which you play Jake, a magician wannabe. It's a little rude. It's a little rough. A magician wannabe being trained by the master magician Zebediah. One day, during his training, Jake is attacked by surprise by unknown foes who kidnap Allison, his Goyle friend. Then, Jake has to save her and discover what lies behind that attack. Okay, not crazy, you know? It's a fairly primitive plot, you know? I mean, it kind of falls in line with the style at the time. So, fairly primitive plot. We are not reinventing the wagon wheel. Damsel in distress motivations are enough to give us incentive to play. Oh, wow. Look who it is. Look who it is. We were just talking about him. We summoned his ass. We got a judgmental Beef in chat. Beef never comes to the streams. Beef, that's how you know this game is fake. No amateur magician has a girlfriend. It's true. It's true. It's an illusion. That's right. If you guys don't know who Beef is, that's who Beef is. Come and see me and Beef tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. on the Bro Down. Oh, Karison got there before me. She deserves it. She was on top of it. That's right. We will show you just how confidently incorrect we can be tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. EST, you know? AJ, the Beef. What is your favorite kind of beef? Judge the beef! Beef seems like a steak, man. Like, say something nice about beef. Do I have to? Do I have to? Really? Okay. Say something nice about beef. One of the things that I consistently love about my brother is the fact that Beef, whether he tries to or he doesn't, inexplicably finds himself in a Larry David Curb Your Enthusiasm-esque situation everywhere he goes. everywhere he goes. I do too, but not to the frequency in which Beef does. Like, without a doubt, Beef is king of that stuff. And Beef has the ability to take that anecdote and turn it into a really funny story. That's one of Beef's strengths. We have to play up Beef's strengths because he's got 14 million weaknesses, okay? So we got to try to stretch that one over the canvas of failure that he's got going on in his life. Beef, I'm a big fan of steak beef, but chicken beef and pork beef are delicious. You heard it here first, Beef. Beef. You heard it here first. At least you didn't say impossible beef or some such heresy. Impossible beef is good. It is good. Look, non-beef beef has come a long way in 10 years. It does taste vaguely reminiscent of beef, you know. Guys, all that said about the plot, right? Ooh, oh, we got to redeem. Vicer, Zarbo's Curse, that has to be a fake game. That has to be a fake game. I'll write it down, but I don't believe for a second that's a real game. Zarbo's Curse? Yeah, it's a fake game. You son of a bitch. That's fine. We wrote that. I was gonna say, it reminds me of like York and Vicer sitting down having a powwow trying to invent games. That's what it reminds me of. Now, guys, that said, everything that I said about the plot to totally rad, not Magic John, but totally rad. That said about the plot, totally rad does not take itself seriously, like whatsoever. So this bare bones plot, it becomes something of a parody, a subversion of what is already established in the medium. As you can see by this Act 5, cutscene, quote unquote. It's not really a cutscene, but transition scene. We're here. What is that? Poltergeist? Is that from Poltergeist? Let's get it done and then catch a wave or two. See, my man, he's all business. He's all business. And he wants to make sure that he can go out and hang 10 for a little while after killing this gigantic knight, Shroom Beepo's adventure. Beef redeemed asks a question, super important question when it comes to shields. Are you a buckler main or a kite shield main? Probably buckler. It's way easier to parry with a buckler than it is a kite shield. I played a lot of Dark Souls, and one of the first shields you can get is a buckler shield. And even though it's small and doesn't really resist a lot of damage, it's easier to parry with it. So I would say buckler. AJ to Beef. If it's a buckler of ray deflection, I'd consider. But other than that, kite shield all the way. AJ likes the kite shields. He likes to string them up like Ben Franklin. Sold buckler shield. Hey, 6. I'm not doing this. You can check your Discord. You can save that for tomorrow. You can save it for tomorrow where it actually is appropriate and it makes sense to do it in the show. Too late. Well, too late for you because I'm continuing. So sucks for you. All right, Beef wants me to check my Discord. I already sent it. Well, good for you. I don't have check your Discord, so I'm just gonna bring it up. All right, the Beef is interrupting this stream right now. He sent it. He did send it. All right, hold on one second. That's terrible. This is so terrible. It is pretty good though. It is. All right, you guys want to see what Beef made? We got another one. This is actually pretty good though. This is pretty good. I feel like it captured the true essence of the show. It did. This is a segment that Beef usually does on the Bro Down. It's called Beef's Been Busy. You see it in chat. We gave it its own command somehow, for some reason. Beef made this. Beef made this. Are you not edutained? Beef is one of our graphic artists. We got him on retainer. My favorite part is first of all, having this gigantic size skimmer net. It's bigger than my body. But my second favorite part, is having the Pentimic crowd in the back serve as, you know, our royal audience, our royal Roman audience. This is good. This is good work, Beef. You even put the 6 coin on the shield. That's good work. That's good detail work. Beautiful work, Beef. I agree. The Pentiment audience, it's hilarious. I didn't realize that the skimmer net was so fucking large at first. But then it zeroed in on it and I was like, oh, perfect. Perfect. It's good work, Beef. Good work. I just sent you the kite shield option. Oh, Beef gave us options. Oh, that looks so much shittier. So much shittier. God. This is terrible. This is somehow worse. You guys want to see what Beef went for his alternate option for arts? All right, here we go. I'll just throw it down right on there. This is the kite shield. I was smart, boys. I went with the buckler. The buckler was the smarter option. That's shittier. It sucks. Which one do you guys like more, the buckler or the kite shield? The buckler is better, it's true, I agree. Here's the kite shield, that's the buckler. Kite shield, buckler. I like the buckler better, I agree. Like, although the kite shield is disgusting looking, and I kind of enjoy that, you know? Terrible, terrible. Carrison, I like the crow coin, but I'm pretty biased. Why are you biased, Carrison? There it is. There it is. Get your currency, boys. We've got some crow currency. We got some Corvid currency. Oh God, that's fucking funny. You know why? No, I don't. Why do you like the crow coin? I'm just doing this because Carrison takes everything I say literal, so I'm going out of my way to mess with her. That was good work, Beef. Good work. If you guys like any of this. Make sure to, Beef, what's your name again? Make sure to give Beef a follow. He's starting his own streams. That's a lie, Beef is not streaming. Beef streams with me every Sunday morning on the Brodown. But if you like any of Beef's work here, come tomorrow morning for the Brodown, 8 a.m. EST, and see more of Beef's shenanigans. And because it will be shenanigans. Guarantee. Good work, Beef, thank you. It actually was really good work. Like, I'm glad I decided to go with it, you know. Boys, back to trivias. Remember what I was saying about what is it? Totally Rad, not taking itself seriously whatsoever? Well, here you go. As evidenced. This is an actual, you know, conversation between the characters within the game, you know. The fact that, and we'll talk about it a little bit later because we're going to get to regional differences. There are some regional differences to point out within this game from the Japanese local, or from the American localization from the Japanese one. However, the US redone animation of our character, Jake here, while it looks very much like Neil Gaiman first draft, I think it actually does a pretty good job of looking like an actual 8-bit rendition of a real human being. Like, in terms of, like, Nintendo sprites, I think it's good, because most Nintendo games that kind of struggle making human beings actually look like human beings, I can buy this. I think this looks like an actual human being, you know? So, I think that rocks. And talking more to the point of what we were seeing here in the actual pictures, you know? Our protagonist, he doesn't actually seem to be so much of a buffoon, Dodo Dum Dum, per se, as much as he seems like an aloof, laissez-faire stoner. Those are subtle differences, boys. Like, I am not actually a buffoon goofus. I am just an aloof, laissez-faire stoner. So I can speak from experience. So, you know. Armor almost looks like a modern indie character portrait. I agree. I was gonna say, it's clean. Like, it's clean. They even gave him the butt chin. He's got a cleft, you know? They gave him the old Bruce Campbell. So, boys, before we can go any further, literally any further. Now, I have an intro here. This is not even the tangent. This is still on point. We're still on brand. Like, hold on, I need to get rid of something on this side. There we go. Bada bing. The instruction manual I gotta talk about the instruction manual, boys. We gotta talk about the instruction manual a little bit. The instruction manual for Totally Rad is filled with surfer lingo, in addition to comical picture breaks and comments about the author's quote-unquote babe and how attractive she looks in the picture he put of her in the instruction manual. Now, guys, usually on Outside the Lens, I usually do not really pay a whole bunch of time to the instruction manuals themselves. I usually don't really cover them very much. I think they're pretty neat in terms of having supplementary story or flavor enhancement for the game. But this one, Totally Rad, I actually had to delve into. And boys, am I glad that I did, all right? There's a lot to talk about with the instruction manual. So we're gonna spend some time on reviewing what is actually in the instruction manual because you guys need to see it. You guys need to see it. AJ, I had a cleft chin as a youngster. Then I wiped out in gravel on my bike, knocked out most of my front baby teeth, needed stitches in my chin, and no longer exist. Holy shit. I didn't know that you could physically traumatize your butt chin to the point where it becomes a flat ass chin. I don't have a cleft chin. I just have a very prominent chin. No shit. AJ ate shit on his bike real bad. Jesus. Beef, is this monster wearing fake nails? It kind of does. It kind of does look like acrylic nails. I hate fake nails. I think they're so gross. Carrison, time for trig. That's right. You guys ready for some trig? I'm going to teach you guys some trigonometry. Now, however, instruction manual, right? Guys, are you seeing this table of contents? You guys see this table of contents? All right, from the get-go, if they weren't leaning into the bit, because they're leaning into the bit. If they weren't leaning into the bit for this, I would skewer the fuck out of this nightmarish table of contents. It's a goddamn nightmare. But because it's parody, because they are doing a parody, they are doing a satire, it's obvious that they are being cheeky about everything pertaining to video game tropes. And more on that with the next asset, you know? So I like what they're doing here. But I like especially what they're doing here. Because no different than what I was saying, they're kind of being a little cheeky about video game manuals, just in general, you know? The redundancy of the information relay, you know? Like, I actually kind of love this. A big fan. Hold on, I'm stretching out. Like, I love this because I support this because it's actually true. Just about every instruction manual out there has a guide on how to stick the cartridge into the console. And I am sure that someone somewhere needed that kind of remedial information, but I'd wager that a 4-year-old could figure out how to ram a cartridge in the right way. Because there's only really 2 ways to stick it in there, maybe 4 if you do it opposite, and they're gonna figure it out one way or the other. So I applaud, the people behind Totally Rad for taking the piss out of the obligatory information relay while still delivering the obligatory information relay. I actually love this. Vicer, this is how I write my notes. Me too. You guys want to take a peek behind the curtain? You guys see all this? These are my notes. That's what I use to keep on point, A lot of it's off the cuff, but every now and oops, shit, that's not what I want. But every now and then, I throw some notes in there. Just that way I keep my talking points on point, Because I'm a stoner, guys. I forget what I'm talking about halfway into saying it, so. Armor, I've had a beard so long I forgot how my chin looks. No shit. All right, I didn't peg you for a beard, man. For whatever reason, I always assumed that you were clean shaven, like you shaved every single morning, Gotta look good on horseback, Beef, honestly, this seems like a manual I would write. Well, you're about to get into it. Continuing the irreverent theme here. We got some irreverent theming going on within this instruction manual. Continuing that irreverent theming at the top, the first one. We got a little bit of a wink and nod because the guy he's talking about is Edoji. Or, Edoji? Edoji? I'm going to say Edoji. And Edoji is the main boss character in this game. And so, naturally, he's talking about the game's main boss character while also popping up a picture of his boss in real life. See what they did there? See what they did there? They didn't have to do that. And then on the bottom of this picture, you know, as previously... I lost something. Hold on. As previously mentioned, you know... Oh, wait, we're on the wrong screen? Why did that... I didn't want that. There we go. Now we got it. Okay, sorry, boys. We had a little technical difficulty there. We got all mixed up. Now, on the bottom of the screen, instruction manual, old guard millennials, by the way, like myself and Beef. And Carrison's not technically an old guard millennial, but, you know, she's right on the verge of Gen Z generation and new millennial. But us old guard millennials, like AJ, Beef, myself, probably Armor. Armor strikes me as an old guard millennial. We were doing rando, non sequitur humor long before Generation Z got a hold of it. Long before Generation Z got a hold of it. That said, Generation Z perfected it. All told. Gen Z perfected it. But we were doing it long before Generation Zucchini did it. So say I could use a picture break. How about you guys? And then it just throws up this, you know, 1943 bipeller plane. It's hilarious, you know. Oh, we got to redeem. Oh, AJ is Gen X. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot he's an ancient old man. We got to redeem. We got a Sega redeem from Beeferificus. Awesome Possum. Kicks Dr. Machino's, but is that the whole fucking name of the game? I knew it was Awesome Possum, but I didn't know that was the whole name. Jesus Christ. I'm not writing that whole thing down, but I'll write down the regard or the majority of it. Got Awesome Possum. Beef, you're in there. Awesome Possum. Beef, for an example of 1993, complete random bullshit. Awesome Possum. Sure is. We're in agreement, Beef. We're in agreement. Armor, Midgard millennial here. Okay. Armor, are you older than me? Are you younger than me? Armor, dox yourself. Tell everybody in chat your age. I mean, you're old enough to have children, but you could be 23 for all I know, you know? Like... So, as previously mentioned, Armor, I was born 1990. Nope, I'm older than Armor. Jesus. Armor is just slightly older than Carrison. Wow, I didn't know that. Armor, I thought you were way older. I thought you were like AJ and Beef's age. I mean, AJ is 56 years old. Beef is 61 years old, so. Armor, I feel older. Brother, children will do that to you. Children will definitely do that to you. Raising children on horseback. Armor just goes around his entire house on horseback. He's like, Kia! Kia! You know, trying to corral all the children into the kitchen. Vicer, Armor has 8 kids and his kids are already 20. I know. That's why he's got to get him on horseback. Carrison, that's why Armor likes Cobb salad. That's correct. Because a really good Cobb salad takes 35 minutes to eat. And that's the only piece that Armor's getting. Beef, is that picture on top British Bill Gates? It kind of did look like British Bill Gates. It kind of did. Like, oh, wrong one. Yeah, kind of does. Man, that is a hairstyle, guys. That man woke up that morning and he was just like, yep, looks good. It looks like, you guys remember, you probably don't, the younger kids in chat, but like, you guys remember those TV advertisements for Flowbees? Like the thing where you could haircut yourself. You put on this, I don't know, salad bowl on top of your head, and the vacuum literally rips your hair out of your head. It looks like one of those kind of haircuts, a Flowbee, you know? Carrison Lamau, what? Yeah, Flowbee, Flobee, Flowbee. Like, it was an actual product where you put on this bowl and you use play the ad? Okay, all right, hold on, I'll find an ad. I think that's fair. We probably should play the ad if I'm gonna talk about it. Like, yeah, you would put this little contraption and it would vacuum the hair out of your head. Like, I remember I remember as a kid seeing that shit, and I was like, even as a 9-year-old kid, I was just like, that can't work. That cannot work. All right, you guys want to see this? All right, we're gonna have a brief commercial break. Let me come over here. We're gonna mute that. Come over here. Crank this up so you guys can hear it. We're gonna stop the stream so we can see this Flowbee commercial. Hey, what's going on, John? We were just talking about you earlier. How we doing, Jonathan? I'm glad you're here, brother. Like, Visor, it's real, sadly. Like eating a chia pet. I agree. John, my parents used the Flowbee on me. Oh no! We got ourselves a casualty in chat. We got ourselves a victim. The Flowbee. John knows. He has suffered the pain. John getting his peppercorns. Well, after we sparked up the Flowbee nostalgia, John's gonna need to do a peppercorn to get it out of there, you know? Beef, I like how I show up and grind this show to a halt just like every Sunday. Well, the good thing is like this morning, I don't really have a time limit. I can take my time. So like, you know, if the stream goes a little long, that's okay. I don't want it to go as long as last OTL. I don't want a 4-hour OTL. But if it goes a little long, that's okay. All right, you guys want to check out this Flowbee? You guys want to see this Flowbee? Oh, very good, AJ. I'll get the redeem in just 1 second. I'll circle back. All right, hold on one second. You guys ready? All right, well, let me switch it over. Okay, we switched it over. Our sound is good. Okay, you guys want to watch this? Let's see it. Let's check out this Flowbee.
Yourself and your family, but hate haircuts even more? Introducing the Flowbee
Look at this thing. System. It is literally like using a car vacuum at a car wash.
Leaving the house. You can suck your whole family, mom, sister, and watch Uncle Steve suck himself. Looking good, Steve.
This is not the original copy for the advertisement.
Flowbee. So easy to use, even the mentally challenged can do it. Yeah, you the man, Rudy.
Yeah, so I fucked this bitch so hard her ears are still ringing. Oh my
god. I did not vet this commercial, obviously.
Hair's on point. Now I'm gonna go lay some pipe.
So you get an idea, all right? That's the Flowbee. It was a real, actual product. I don't know if it sold a lot of money. I don't know if it sold a lot of copies. You know, I'm guessing not. You know, if I had to go out on a limb, I would say this probably didn't sell a whole bunch, you know. That's just my take, you know, if I had to guess. John? Yeah, even I could do it. Yeah, I know. That is John as an ad in the kid. I agree. Oh, we got a redeem. We got a redeem from AJ. We got Bubba and Sticks. I have not played Bubba and Sticks. But I feel like that's how I have my weed dealer programmed into my phone. Bubba and Sticks. You're in there, AJ. We got you, brother. Thank you for the redeem, brother. By all means. John, we had one of those in-house vacuums. Oh, you had one of those where you could just like, you could plug your vacuum hose directly into the wall and any wall of the house. I had one of those when I was living in a millionaire's home for like a year. And it had one of those things where you could literally just plug your vacuum cleaner into the wall, any wall in the house, and just vacuum. It was wild. I thought technology, I thought we peaked. Beef, the ad quote, you can suck your whole family, random Flowbee ad. Carson, how much milk is Flowbee getting on the secondary market? If I had to guess, inbox, Sib, $64. $64. Inbox, oh, probably not, probably more, because people buy like crazy shit just for the packaging. Box only? Graded? I don't, box only, just box only, $35. Sib, complete in box, I'm gonna say $64. Let's see how close I was. I probably wasn't close at all. AJ, George Clooney has been doing his hair with the Flowbee for decades. I mean, he kind of looks like it. Beef currently selling on, what? $250 on Walmart Marketplace? Well, I mean, they got the market. They got the market right. That's for goddamn sure. Holy shit. Like, if you were going to sell a pre-owned Flowbee, Walmart Marketplace would be the place for it. Without a doubt, you know? Holy shit. $250? Get the fuck out of here. Terrible. Terrible. No way, man. No way. Get this out of here. There we go. Bada bing. AJ6, that's not made up. He literally said so, and he did his hair and Jimmy Kimmel's hair with one on shitty late night TV. I mean, I kind of low-key love George Clooney. He seems like a real human being, you know? So I'd hang out and have a beer with him. He seems to understand, you know, the plight of the common day working people. You know, he's a gazillionaire, but it seems like he actually is fairly grounded, you know? John, $100 on eBay. Okay, that seems more reasonable. Seems more reasonable. I was like, $250? That's Walmart prices. That's Walmart prices. AJ, would you let him suck you with a flow beat? Nah. No. George Clooney is like 60 years old. I'm not into the old ones. The only old mayor I'm into is in the other room. But you guys know Harrison's older than me? Beef, Walmart's is graded in box though. I'm sure it is. Harrison, don't you give me Sass Queen. What did I say? I don't know what you're saying. All right, boys. As previously established in the intro to the instruction manual. Yeah, Beef got it. Beef got the joke. As previously established, there's a bodacious babe non sequitur within the instruction manual itself, okay? It exists. It's there. This is the aforementioned bodacious babe asset. Look at that 90s feathered hair, boys. Now, me personally, I would not necessarily list her as bodacious. Not me personally, but research reveals that this is actually one of the publishing house marketers. So it's just somebody from the office they just put into the instruction manual. And so, like, with that, I'm not gonna beat up on this woman. You know, it wasn't her fault. Like, at worst, this is a crush tribute. You know, someone in the office had a crush on her, and they were like, "Hey, let's throw you in here," you know. So at worst, this is a crush tribute, a tribute to a crush, and at best, this is just a friendly rib to your in real life friend, somebody who works in the office. So, you know I normally go out of my way to rib and beat up on things, but I actually think this is kind of cute. You know, like I applaud this. So Armor, she cute. I agree. You know. And she got the delicious gold chains, solid state gold chains. Oh, early 90s, guys. The early 90s, you know? That said, boys, we have come up to it. We have come up to it. You can't tell. You can't tell because this part actually belongs in a different part, but this part here belongs in regional differences. However, I'm going to use it to segue into our tangent. We got a tangent today, a spectrally adjacent tangent into Totally Rad. The alt text to this screenshot, to this regional difference, when it was changed in the localization, states that Jake on the right here is wearing a slap bracelet, a slap wrap. And that is the first time I have ever heard of a video game character wearing a slap bracelet in game. So naturally, boys, you guys want a tangent today? Naturally, our tangent, it's about slap bracelets. We went real far for that one. I mean, if it was indeed a slap wrap, a slap bracelet, I was like, we have to talk about it. Slap bracelets were totally rad, you know? Did you guys have any slap bracelets, slap wraps? No, Harrison, this checks out, I agree. It's totally rad, totally rad. Beef, my daughter fucking loved those damn things like 3 years ago. I agree. Armor, were? Armor's a big fan of the slap wraps. Guys, for those uninitiated, slap bracelets were invented in 1983 by a high school shop teacher from Wisconsin named Stuart Anders. Now, Anders was in his pop shop, his father's shop. He was futzing around with a steel ribbon when the steel ribbon slapped back against him and then wrapped around his wrist. And that is literally the origin story for slap wraps, for slap bracelets, you know, within them. Like, hey, great mind, Vicer, I use it on my penis. I have no doubt in my mind that people have used it on their penis. Zero doubt. Zero doubt. John, I peeled a few slap bracelets of their covering, and underneath they were just measuring tape pieces. It's funny you mentioned that, John. It's funny you mentioned that. Beef, Visor, and AJ be walking around coat racking it at all times. Yeah. They got the coat racks under there. So, when Main Street Toy Company, Main Street Toy Co., started marketing the product directly to kids, the popularity boom was palpably large and widespread. And remember, at this time, in day and age, 1983, 1984, I didn't talk about this in the tangent that we're going to go through because it would have fucking taken me forever and a day. But 1983 and 1984, that was the heyday of Cabbage Patch dolls, which were exploding in the toy industry. And so they were, I wouldn't say competing, because they really weren't competing with Cabbage Patch dolls. But that gives you an idea of what's going on in the toy market right now, you know. AJ the Beef got to use the leopard print ones, those feel sexy. That's right. They're also slimming, you know. AJ, yo, look at that windbreaker. Yeah, he's wearing Charlotte Hornets windbreaker. I did like the Charlotte Hornets color scheme. It's powerfully the mid to late 80s. I'm a huge fan of it. Huge fan. Like, so super popular, right? Super popular. Did my music? Yeah, this isn't. I didn't want this audio. This is somebody throwing out their shit. We didn't want that. There we go. Super popular in the 80s, guys. Big, big, big. And one of the reasons why the slap wraps, the slap bracelets were popular is, I mean, not for this photo, but it just gives you an idea of this photo, you know. It's because slap wraps, slap bracelets also were able to segue into fashion. One of the reasons why slap bracelets were hot shit sellers came from the fact that they could appeal to the adolescents with the focus of fun. You know, small children loved it because they were fun to slap your wrists. But, you know, it was also a nascent time in the fashion industry for the mid 80s to late 80s because the slap wraps also appealed to preteens and tweeners for fashion. So, me personally, I wouldn't necessarily wear a slap bracelet for fashion if I was a preteen, but, you know, preteens and teens out there were actually, you know, concerned with looking presentable with their slap wraps, you know? AJ, no, it was her specifically. She's the reason. I agree. As Beef said, Drew Barrymore is a fully coked out 14-year-old. There it is. You know? Like, Vicer pre-tweets. We don't call them tweets anymore. We call them X. We call them X-rated messages. That's what we do. So the slap bracelets, they crossed the threshold of not just a toy, but a fashion accessory, you know? While we're talking about this this tangent, we should probably talk about how a slap bracelet actually fucking works, you know? And we are going to do a very, very primitive entry-level explanation, okay? It is working under the science of a bistable spring. And this diagram explains that to you. I'm not going to. The band will sit happily when it's undisturbed in two different states, either stretched out or rolled up. Obviously, it is not as stable when it is all the way stretched out, for obvious reasons, you know. And John talked about it a little bit before when he was talking about peeling back, you know, the fabric canvas that comes on his slap bracelets, but a bistable spring, the easiest and fastest way to bring about the mechanics of a bistable spring, just think tape measure. That is literally it. It is a tape measure. A slap bracelet is using the exact same tech and science as a tape measure. And as John said, sometimes the exact same pieces. So it's the exact same science involved. It's more stable, a slap wrap or a tape measure, a bistable spring is more stable when it is in the coiled position rather than extended, for obvious reasons. You know, I don't have to explain that. You guys get it. So, like, AJ, Swatch watches are better than slap bracelets. What are Swatch watches? I don't even know what that is. I don't wear a watch. So, Beef, AJ said it. He came out with a hot take. Beef, I thought they were called Zeets. It's terrible. It's terrible. Beef would have gone with excretions. Yeah, he would have. I mean, look at him. You can tell. John didn't mean to spoil. You didn't spoil nothing, John. You didn't spoil nothing. I'm glad that you're on par, brother. Like, I'm glad that you understood it. You didn't spoil nothing, John. And feel free to talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about, John. You have earned the right, okay, brother? Don't be self-conscious. Don't apologize. Like, the technology behind a bistable spring continued long after the slap snaps, whatever the hell they're called, because Apple even patented pretty much the exact same technology in 2013 to use for their iWatches, their Apple Watches, to use for the band. I don't know if they actually ever came to fruition. I don't have an iWatch. I don't have an Apple iWatch. You could not pay me enough money to fucking wear one. I see Kerrison's drive her insane all the time with all the notifications that she gets. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I would like my phone to be rotary. I was like, I don't want any notifications. I hate it. But Apple was still using the exact same technology that went with slap wraps to, you know, try to push their Apple wares. And not only that, the basis of the technology, it went further than that, because the basis of the technology is utilized in the wheels of the Mars Explorer rovers. I don't know how and I don't know why, but it's in the wheels. I tried to figure it out, I tried to look it up, but nobody had the answer. They're just like, yeah, they use the same technology as slap bracelets in the wheels of the Mars Explorer rover. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. Like, AJ, Swatch watches, the most 80s timepiece in existence. Let me look at this. Oh, okay, I remember those. Those are pretty fucking legit, actually. I'm gonna give AJ his flowers. He's right. Here, let me just do this. AJ's right. Those are Swatch watches. Those are pretty fucking gnar, to be honest with you. I actually like, you know, the art and the theming, the flavor we got going on here on the front place of it. I mean, it is powerfully 80s, but like, I think that's super cool, man. Yeah, I kind of agree with AJ. I would rather have a Swatch watch, because at least there's like an element of utility with it. You know, a slap bracelet, you're just slapping it against your skin, you know. Like, Beef SDM on Swatch watches, $165 direct from Swiss. I remember watching, I think it was Pawn Stars. I watched Pawn Stars, and somebody came in with an entire box of Swatch watches. And, you know, Rick? Is his name Rick? And Rick was like, I'll give you $14 for all of them. And then like, when they left, he turned around, he's like, I'm gonna make $600 on these, so, you know. Beef, and then they set fire to the box in front of them. So the basis of the technology still used even today. Now, guys, where did slap bracelets go? You know, they were super popular. Everybody loved them. Like, they were making money hand over fist with them. That's for goddamn sure. So where did they go, right? Why were they decommissioned? I kind of vaguely remembered why, but I had to do some research. They were decommissioned because it turns out, for those that are not aware, they were decommissioned when there were reports of the cheap imitation Korean knockoffs starting to cause lacerations in people's wrists and viable body parts. It's weird, guys. It's strange how capitalism works, you know, especially if you have a mass-produced, you know, factory setting of any sort of item. Guess what? When you mass produce shitty metal, the machines don't exactly cut the material with laser surgical precision. That doesn't happen. Especially when under a time is money paradigm, that doesn't happen. So these jagged, sometimes even rusty, because inevitably what happens is kids, you know, they wear their slap bracelet and then they wear it into the pool, they wear it into the shower, they wash their hands. What happens is the metal underneath it becomes rusty and jagged. And so these jagged, sometimes rusty strips of metal were sitting on top of all sorts of wrists and ankles, you know, things that are attached to arteries. And people were getting cut. People were getting cut from wearing them and from having them be all jagged and shittily cut, and people were ripping apart their skin and everything else, you know? So it was, so they had to decommission them due to lawsuits, you know? I mean, that's, if you want to ruin the fun, rest in peace, lawn darts. If you want to ruin the fun, just involve some mouth breathers into, you know, any sort of disfiguring injury and a lawsuit, and nobody's having fun anymore. Nobody's having fun. Beef came to play Totally Rad, went on a 40-minute slap bracelet side quest. Well, yeah, that's why it's called a tangent. Now that I only do one game for OTL, I can squeeze a tangent in on like any stream, and that's good. And I might be doing something regarding the tangents. You guys will have to stay tuned to find out. You're gonna wanna find out. We have some plans for tangents. You guys love a good tangent. I love a good tangent. Harrison, get your tetanus shot, kids. Protect your radial arteries. I had to ask Harrison last night. I was like, are the arteries around your wrist and ankles a femoral artery? And she's like, no, that goes to the femur, you fucking idiot. I was like, okay, thank you. And then I went back and worked on OTL. Whenever there's any sort of medical part to OTL, I always confer with the nurse. Harrison's the nurse. Harrison, now I understand why you asked me about blood vessels. Full circle, we made it. I knew it would make more sense later. Now, while we're talking about slap wraps and slap bracelets being decommissioned, they had a resurgence, boys, because I'm sure you have noticed anything that was retro becomes cool again. Naturally, we have to go back to the well. We can't come up with original ideas. We have to just recycle and repackage and repurpose all the old ideas. So it was the slap bracelets were recalled again in 2018. After Target did a fad resurgence with it, they were recalled due to safety hazards. The exact same safety concerns when it got discontinued in the early 90s. So in October, right around the end of the month in October, Target had to recall 22,500 slap bracelets in 2018 because they were ripping apart young children's wrists, you know? They were gouging the fuck out of them. So they had to, look, even the problems come back around, you know? Same problems. Now, they were decommissioned, right? You remember how I told you that they were decommissioned? That's not the only secret in the slap bracelets past. In 2011, elementary school students in Florida, naturally had to be in Florida, earned a big batch of slap bracelets as a reward for their fundraising efforts. But instead of purchasing the original slap wraps, school officials opted for cheaper Chinese versions. Sounds like them. Oh, hold on.
Fresh meat.
Ah, Grim, you coming in here? Raiding us? Well, thank you for the raid, Grim. How are you doing this morning, Grim? What's going on your well, brother? We're just talking about slap bracelets. We went on a tangent. We're at the end of our tangent, though. We're going to go back to the game in just 1 second. Instead of purchasing the original slap wrap, school officials opted for cheaper Chinese versions. And once the fabric started wearing or tearing off these knockoff versions, the students found nude pictures printed on the metal underneath. That's very specific. It's very specific. I scoured the internet, and by scour the internet, I mean I typed it into Google for 3.5 minutes. I could not find any nude slap bracelets. I wanted to find the originals in question, because I was just like, what kind of nudes are we talking? We talking penetration, or we just talking full frontal? You know, which ones? Like, I want to know the level of pornography that we're subjecting our children to by using cheap Korean knockoff slap bracelets. It's important. Gray, raid and run because Beat Saber. No worries, Gray. Thanks for raiding me, brother. By all means, shout his ass out. Drag him out in the town square so everybody can take a look at him. You know? Look at him. Look at him. Click on his name, Gray Area. Go follow him. go give him really hard songs to do in Beat Saber. and then he's like, no, Six, I'm not doing this. Go fuck yourself. So, boys, that is my tangent. That is my somewhat adjacent tangent to Totally Rad. We just had to do a little little history lesson on slap bracelets. You guys feel informed? That's the edutainment portion of OTL. Getting back to it. We're back in the game. We're rounding out the trivia. We're almost done with the trivia, boys. Weirdly enough, unrelated trivia. Totally Rad beat Mega Man 4 for the charge shot. There's a charge shot in this game. It predated Mega Man's charge shot. And I'm always super interested when I find video games that predate the Mega Buster because it's just so, synonymous with Mega Man. Like whenever I think of a charge shot or a Mega Buster, I only think of two things. I think of Mega Man and I think of Metroid. And that's it. Super Metroid, not original Metroid. And that's it. So the fact that this predated Mega Man's charge shot, I was like, okay, good enough to throw in there. I also like the GIF. I think that GIF is pretty cool. So, boys, we got to talk about the bosses. Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you, disembodied hand. You see what this is? Vicer, you see what this is? Look at that. Can we see it on stream? Maybe? Oh, you can see my coffee jellies. We got some coffee jellies in the bottom of this. Vicer, disgusting. Disgusting. We got some coffee jellies in the bottom of this. Carrison, there's only like 2 sips left in that for you, Weird. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Did you get yourself a sip? Delicious. I had to make sure to chew back the coffees because the coffee jellies they're in my mouth now. Wait, did we have a redeem? Did I miss a redeem? I feel like I missed a redeem, guys. Did I miss a redeem? Did somebody redeem something? Hold on, no, it was Bubba and Sticks, right? Yeah, that was the last one? Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody's redeem. Vicer, yeah, it looks so enjoyable. Well, I am regretting the coffee jellies because I forgot I have to chew them up. But they taste really good. They taste like coffee, Carrison, I didn't. I wanted you to have your last precious gulps. I'll have a precious gulp after this stream, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Boys, we gotta talk about the art. We gotta talk about the bosses. I didn't know I was gonna go there with this game, but doing some research, I decided to take a look at the bosses, because the bosses within Totally Rad are, wait for it, Totally Rad. I did it, boys. I did the thing. Now, our first boss, right from the get-go, this is the boss from the front of the box art. It is not the act. Don't you door me. How dare you? How dare you show me the door? Like, cares to redeem her. Ah, you got 100! You got 100, baby! I think you're definitely the first to break 100, or 3 digits. Check you out. 100. That's a good even number. You've been to too many streams. My favorite kind of monsters are the ones that look like they have nothing resembling any known sentient life. And this is a good example of them. The platform leather boots on this monster, on this boss, weird choice. Yeah, Bebop in his cross-dressing face. I agree. I agree. But outside the weirdness, big ass, he does have a big old bulbous bubble ass, Outside the weirdness, I think this is cool boss design. Because it's unique, guys. Unique. How many other bosses look like this? How many other bosses look like those troll figurines that have that, that have that, what is it? The gem. The gem protectors, the stone protectors in their heart. Nobody does. Nobody. Armor. Got little skulls in the tote box. I know. It's good. I love it. I actually really do love the boss design. And that's why I decided to make an entire, section for it, Continuing on the point that I just made. Boys. Oh, I got rid of it. Boys, I have no idea what the fuck this thing actually is. But it looks cool. Does it not? It looks cool. In terms of sprite design on the teeth look really cool too. Like, I think they did a really good job on the teeth, you know? Like, AJ, that's a weird belly ring it's rocking. I agree. Vicer, the butt eye has pink eye. Well, it makes sense, you know? That just makes sense. He's got conjunctivitis. It's been hanging around the arsehole, you know? It just makes sense. Like, look, they called Karrison. They did like I did. They fact-checked their A and P, all right? Hats off to them. Now we got our third monster here, third boss. I'm pretty sure this is what happens a week after obtaining one of those county fair beta fish. I myself, I've never seen one because they always die in 3 days. But even while recognizable, this is a fish. I'm waiting for it. Somebody in chat's gonna do it. Somebody in chat's gonna do it. Who's gonna do it? This is a fish. Even while recognizable, they're still putting, thank you, Karrison, there we go. Get fished. Even while recognizable, they're still putting a wacky spin on it. It still looks unique. And like, I applaud anything that's bringing a level of uniqueness to it. Ah, get fished, thank you. Thank you for the gigantifying it. Vicer, yeah, it's a fish. Yeah, fucking look at it. Get fished. Armor, I'd eat it. I would too, actually. Like, I would too. Usually it's like, just with alongside produce or the food in general, the uglier the food is, usually the tastier it is. You ever look at those ugly tomatoes? Those, what are they? They're not beefsteaks, are they? I think they're just called ugly tomatoes, right? Aren't they? The tomatoes that look just fucking hideous to look at. Those have the most robust flavor in them, you know? So, by all means. Karrison, treasure trolls or wishstone trolls have the belly gems. I was thinking, it was 90s. They made the trolls really buff. I did a video game review about it. They made the trolls really buff. I think they're called gem protectors or something like that, or stone protectors. They made them super buff, and then they put the gem directly in their chest. And if you move their arm down, it would a light would come out of the gem. That's what I was thinking. Heirlooms, delicious. I agree, heirlooms are delicious. Vicer, my favorite thing is when I get fish at a restaurant. They tell me, be careful of the tiny bones. You could choke to death. Yeah. Usually, especially depending on the fish, the bones are usually so small, you just chew through them. You just break them with your teeth, you know? I'm not a big fan of that, but I will eat some bone-in fish. I'm not a huge fan, but, you know, you can choke yourself. Again, talking about bosses here, I have zero idea what the fuck it is I'm looking at. But I know from looking at it that it's cool as heck. Armor, that was good. Father brain, like mother brain, but father brain, that's really good. That was really good. That's not a door, that's just a really good joke. I can't quantify what cool is, boys. Like, I can't quantify into words what cool is. But I certainly know it when I see it. And this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Like, I think this fucks, you know? Rounding out the bosses, we're talking about the mini boss. This is a mini boss. Even the mini bosses, notable. And the mini bosses, there are of which a handful of them all throughout this game. But they're not retreading on familiar ground. So even the mini bosses, which you see a lot of in this game, they all have a level of originality. They're not copy and pasting. They're not doing palette swaps. So they put the effort into it, you know? They put the effort into it. Hold on, guys. Let me chew through these coffee jellies. Now, our final boss. The last boss I will highlight. This is the precursor to the final boss, right? Precursor. You get the screen before you actually see the final boss. And this final boss right here, even just the precursor screen, more metal than Ozzy Osbourne's funeral. They're doing a big build-up for the big reveal. And in just a second, when you see the reveal, you'll see what they deliver. You know, this is obviously we have an Elden Ring silhouette. You know, we have some sort of knight from Elden Ring here. And then when you actually see the final boss, there he is. Look, in terms of how final bosses go, they really nailed the final boss aesthetic, okay? Nailed it. They did really well here for an 8-bit final boss. They didn't even, I didn't even realize that this guy had another face and head in the center of his transparent globe abdomen. And like, I've seen pictures of this boss repeatedly, and I just realized it last night that he has another face and head in there. And I was like, oh man, that's super cool. Carrington, you're right, it's ominous. It's very ominous. And so like, I feel like they deliver, you know, like in terms of, you know, Vicer is right though. All of these bosses look like a pack of action figures you buy for $3 and they have no range of movement. That is true. That is true. I can't argue against that. It does look like you're not going to be doing any sashaying of the hips. You're not going to be making the characters, the figurines' arms go up. They're stuck in this position. And you just got to figure out like how to actually use it as an action figure in this position. He's right in that regard. I'm not going to take that away from him. Armored has like 3 faces. It does. It does, yeah. We got the one on top. We got the one inside the globe. And then it looks like the globe itself, if you kind of like go cross-eyed a little bit. Or if you look at the art portraits of...
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Vinny! What are we doing, Vinny? Oh, thank you for the sub, Venicor. You sucker. You fell for it. We hooked you. What's been going on in your world, Vinny? Vinny, did you get back to streaming yet? Have you been streaming? I feel like maybe you have been streaming and I just haven't been keeping up to date because maybe you're streaming at a time in which I'm asleep. I don't know. Have you been streaming? Ah, Vicer, hell yes, up Venicor. Well, thank you. Shout his ass out. Well, if you are streaming. I've been busy. I'm busy as fuck, man. Love to see you. Okay, he hasn't been streaming. Because that's what I was like, man, I've been waiting for Vinny to get back into the game. But like, I was just like, has he been back in the game? And I'm just not paying attention. But thank God he's not streaming that way. I can be like, see, it's not me being the bad friend. We appreciate you, Vinny. Well, guys, if you're not following Vinny, Mr. Venicor, give him a follow right now. We paraded his ass out into the town square so y'all can see him. Vinny's an OG. He's good people. I love him. I miss him. I miss his streams big time. Back to the notes. Back to the notes. We're back on regional differences. We're going to end out on regional differences. Yeah, Vicer endorses him. I agree. Guys, there are a lot of regional differences. Like, here's the, we'll start with, wait, did I put this in order? No, I did not. Do this here, right? The intro. Okay. The regional differences between the Japanese version, Magic John, and the American version, North American version, Totally Rad. There are some differences, very, very distinct difference. The Japanese and North American versions of this game are mostly the same, except for the characters. In the original Magic John, the main characters are 2 pre-adolescent Japanese-style cartoon friends. In Totally Rad, they are redesigned into becoming 2 Californian teens who talk in contemporary surfer lingo. So that gives you an idea. I've kind of touched up on it. You've kind of seen it in the instruction manual and other notes, but that gives you an idea, right? Now, all that said, this isn't necessarily a regional difference per se, since the North American version, you know, they didn't swap this out. But in the game, you can utilize magical spirits, and here is one of the magical spirits that you can utilize, a racially insensitive avatar. Guys, I have never heard or seen Japan be racist to African Americans. I've never seen that in a video game, ever. But the problem is, with this, the problematic aspect of this, you know, this spirit that you get, is the fact that North America never changed this. They kept it as is from the Japanese version. So America obviously backed Japan's racist play by keeping this racially insensitive spirit in the game. Whoops-a-doodle. Like, oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. It's this one, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, the North American release, obviously you can tell right away. I don't need to explain it to you, but I will. You can tell right away the North American release of Totally Rad updated the sprites. And it updated the sprites to the point where it didn't make the characters look like their mother drank glue during pregnancy, you know? On the left, we have the Japanese one, very anime, very chibi, very mother drank glue during pregnancy. On the right side, we have a normal human being looking like a normal human being. So, right off the bat, that's an easy tell with the differences between regional releases. Well, there we go. Do that, and then do that. Bada bing. Now, also, regional differences. Magic John has unlimited continues, right? The player can run out of lives any number of times, and the only way to get a game over is just by selecting no on the continue screen. Japan version's easy, right? Totally Rad, however, the player is limited to 3 continues, and the 4th time they run out of lives, it cuts straight to the game over screen and the music, which is notable. I am finding the more I do OTLs, I am continually having to recalibrate my notion that Japanese games were harder versions, because it seems like it's not always the case. And it seems like frequently the American version actually is harder for reasons unknown. You know, I know that there are Japanese games out there that are distinctly harder than the American versions, but there's a lot more that I was surprised that the American versions are actually harder. So I was just like, okay, all right, well. Don't watch me vape, guys. Don't watch me vape. Continuing with regional differences. Now, this screen right here, in specific, the background text for this this screenshot, this GIF, says that they purposefully went in and filled in the damsel in distress. They filled in her breast sprite. Now, if you guys zoom in, you can look at it. They did. They gave her a little bit of, they filled it out a little bit. They didn't have to do that, but they did. The North American localization decided to fill out her breast. So that's a regional difference. AJ, American versions were made harder to cater to the rental market. That's true too. AJ, you're very correct in that sense. Like, they were either catering to the rental market, and or some developers and publishers had it in their mind that, like, they're like, well, people will feel like they get more from the game if they can't even beat the first fucking level. And a lot of it was also the relics from the arcade formula, which was, you know, basically to bilk you of your quarters. And, you know, and they just continued that onto the consoles, even though totally different paradigm, totally different format. You shouldn't apply the same rules to an arcade game as you should to a console game, but they did for quite some time, you know. They didn't catch up on that. And the last regional difference, the last thing to say about my notes for Totally Rad is, again, the game is not taking itself seriously, which is fine. I like the fact that it's not. It's satiricizing, you know? It's a satire. So on the left, we have the screen. Japanese is, John, help me! But on the right, she is literally saying, Jake, they're like stealing me or something. Like, abducted, man. Which you know, like I said, the reviewers at the time, they shit all over this game because of that approach. But me personally, I think that approach actually distinguishes it differently. You know, they're taking established tropes, the damsel in distress, you gotta rescue the damsel, and they're basically turning it on its head and making fun out of it, you know? They're being cheeky. So I applaud that. AJ, like, oh my God, they're carrying me off. This is such a bummer. Well, boys, you know it's not a bummer? You know it's not a bummer? Except for maybe for shroom and beef, because they're lactose intolerant. Boys, I need some milk. Oh, well, thank you, Carrison. Thank you for the milk. Boys, if you see the milk in chat, thank you for the milk and the moon blooms. Thank you. If you see milk in chat, that means we are going to the second dairy market. How much vanilla milk? Ew, disgusting. Thank you for the milk's armor. How much milk is totally rad getting on the second dairy market? We're looking for SIB prices here, boys. This is the audience participation segment. Chat, help me out. List your guesses. Who can be closest without going over? We're doing Price is Right rules. Now, Totally Rad is an old NES game. I wouldn't say it's beloved. I think it's not underrated, it's not overrated. I think it's fairly rated, you know? So with it being, you know, an old NES style video game, I imagine it might have a moderate or major amount of milk behind it for the SIB version. It might be a minor amount of milk, you know? We don't know, a minuscule amount of milk. Carrison doing 69 milks. That's your guess? Carrison throwing it in there. She takes SIB prices, complete in box, game, and manual. Gonna be 69 leches. Let's find out. In order to find out, we gotta switch over. So we'll go ahead and come over here and mute this. Nope. We'll mute this like so. And then we're gonna take a little peek on the second dairy market right now. You guys ready? Here we go. Nope, that's box art. Let's try again. We have returned. Did you guys bring your milk? Did you bring your milk? We are in the second dairy market. That's right, the SDM. Like, how much milk is Totally Rad getting on the second dairy market? SIB prices, box, manual, game. We ain't got no guesses, so we're just gonna throw it in there. How much do you think? Well, I already know. I don't actually remember how much, you know, but I don't remember. I don't think it was like a whole bunch, but I could be wrong. Armor throwing his guess in there, 46 leches. Well, thank you. I appreciate you participating. Carrison, pretend you don't know. I'm not doing a whole bunch of pretending because I don't actually remember. I wasn't like astounded by it. You know, it wasn't like an egregious amount of milk, you know. It was a decent amount of milk. But let's find out, boys. Let's find out right now. How much is Totally Rad getting on the second dairy market? Bada bing, loose. It's going for a little bit. It's got some milk behind this for like an 8-bit Nintendo game. That's a moderate amount of milk. Loose, it is $33. Complete SIB in box, that is $80. $80 for a SIB version of an NES game. That's a good amount of milk. It's a good amount of milk. Even loose, $33 for an NES cartridge is pretty substantial. Like, new, brand spanking new, covered and smothered in the cellophane, $213. Graded is $656. Go fuck yourself. That's a jump. $400 jump between new and graded. Almost $450 jump. The box, just the box, $23. The manual, just the manual, $19. Who was closest without going over? It's Carrison. She did the 69 guess, 69 milks. Even when Carrison's just fucking around, she still gets them right. Well, Carrison, carve your moo point into your arm. You are today's winner of the second dairy market. Bada bing, bada bing. Oh, God. All right, moving on. Coming over here. Bada bing. There it is. Well, boys, I think we already did the Peppercorn Casino. We did that in the beginning. We mixed it up and did it in the beginning. Let it just roll while I was doing trivia. And we did the secondary market. So really all we have to do at this point is commercials. I do have some commercials. So let me go ahead and mute this and then crank this up so you guys can hear it, because I want you to be able to hear it. I have one commercial, and it's a commercial. And then I have a compendium of commercials just so I can go pee, because I've been waiting since the beginning of this stream. So let me do that. All right, let me, yep, we cranked it up. We're good. Okay, cool. Come over here, switch that to this, and then we got a commercial here. Nope, that's my Suno playlist. Don't look at that. We got a slap bracelet commercial. I don't think this is an actual commercial, but I'll play it anyways.
Hey, did you see these new?
Get amongst its slap bracelets.
Whoa! Yeah, it's like the newest thing. They come in different colors. Yeah.
Totally.
Oh my god, I love it. This rules. Now we can get totally turned up. Slap me. Now slap me. Now slap me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Slap me.
Who came in?
Slap. Slap. Slap.
Who came in? Hold on. My guards are not alert. Techie! We got Techie Rob in here. Oh my God, Techie Rob. You saw my playlist? You did, Vicer. You did see my playlist. Oh God. Techie Rob is in here. Oh Lord. Techie, how dare you? How dare you support me right now in my time of need? All right, Raiders, we'll do I'll do a small little rundown. That's right. That's right. March his ass out in the town square and shout him out. Let everybody know who Techie Rob is. Let everybody get a gander of him. All right, take a peek at his ass. The Raiders, I'm doing the shill. We're right in the middle of a commercial break. So, you know, that's not the playlist. That's right. Don't look at my playlist. Don't look at my playlist, Techie Rob. I got a lot of Celine Dion in there, okay? All right? Don't judge me. For those who are not aware, I do this at least once a week, but usually twice a week. Outside the Lens is box art, magazine ads, market prices, commercials, short play, and a hazy stoner review. We take a game. The game today is... where is it? All right, it's going to trigger the transition, but that's fine. Bada bing. The game today is Totally Rad. That's what we're doing here. That's this is the game that we are doing a edutainment stream on. And so I break it down, talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, and talk about any tangents that are peripherally related to it. And then we play the game for an unspecified amount of time, and I let you know, hey, is it really as good as you thought it was? And lo and behold, spoiler, the majority of the time, it is not. But we've already done the trivia segment, so now we're just sashaying our way into the commercial segment. And so we're just going to look at some commercials. I'm going to take a comfort break, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to play Totally Rad and be totally rad about it. You know, that's the breakdown. I have updated all of the Raiders. Thank you for sending your raids on over to me, Techie Rob. Like, good to see you this morning. Like, it was a natural way for me to basically, hold on, we're switching over. Segue into stream mode. I felt more natural and at calm over the fact that, you know, I was like, have Rob serenading me as I'm getting ready for this stream. So, Techie, ooh, the official prequel to Radical Rex, if I hadn't just made that up. Radical Rex. That song is fucking atrocious. Techie, have you ever heard the Radical Rex theme song? You had to have had it. You have had to have heard it. Had to. Absolutely had to. I was like, if not, all right, well, I'll wait for Rob to tell me if he's heard it or not, because if he hasn't, we're going to play it. It doesn't actually play into all this, but he's radical. Well, fuck it. We're going to do it. I lied. We're going to turn around. We're going to do it anyways. All right, let me finish this slap bracelet video. There we go. We moved it over. Techie Rob, I hear it every time someone says the words radical or Rex. He knows. Rob knows. All right, we're going to play it for Rob.
Slap. 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 Slap.
Slap me! Slap me!
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's what happened. All right, we're gonna cancel that. All right, hold on. We gotta do this Radical Rex theme song, right? Yeah. There it is. There it is. Let's hear it. Oh, it's terrible. It's so bad. Is he gonna play the rap or is this the non-rap version? Oh. There you go. You guys get it. It's terrible. It's so bad. So bad. It gets stuck in my head though. All right, boys, we're just gonna play some commercials from 1983 real quick. I gotta take a quick comfort break, and then we will be back with the actual game that we have been talking about ad nauseum. So you guys check out these 1983 commercials. This first one is a doozy. It made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. All right, let's check it out, boys. I'll be right back.
Turn on the juice.
Thank you for the raid, Rob. We love you.
Because Chef's Blend dry cat food gets its taste from real beef, turkey, liver, and chicken juices. And real meat taste is what turns on a cat. How do you turn on your Siamese? Turn on your calico? Turn on the juice. 100% nutritionally complete Chef's Blend gets its taste from real meat juices. Turn on the juice with Chef's Blend.
Tonight at 10, the Eyewitness News I-Team looks into why an accused crook was set free.
In the world of contemporary sculpture, only a classic endures. Presenting the Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Currently the most popular mid-size car in America. And as you can plainly see, for 1983, the artistry continues. Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Oldsmobile! Have one built for you.
Spent a fortune on a computer. Know what I found out? I hate computing.
Computing? I love it.
I hate it.
It's terrific.
Oh, she loves it. Computing?
Why spend a fortune to find out how you feel about computing when you can do it on a Timex Sinclair 1000 for $49.95? Who knows? You might love computing, or maybe not. The Timex Sinclair 1000.
I thought I'd hate it, but... Ta-da!
She's back. She's back. She's back.
The Mustang convertible is back. The convertible with a power top, glass back window, and room for four. The Mustang convertible, the hottest news around, because it's more than a convertible. It's a Mustang. Right, Sally?
Now, get special low annual percentage rates or cash back on a new Ford Mustang.
This is the place for the real taste to be. Pabst is the place. There's just
Oh, we got some PBR commercials. Nice. Nice. Love to see it. Oh, I fucking hate PBR though. I will not.
The only thing you can count on these days is a good beer.
I wouldn't even go that far.
I think it's letting up out there.
Wouldn't even go that far. Yeah, you can't count on a good beer nowadays. Not nowadays. No. There we go. Bada bing. A little quiet is not a complaint. Yeah, it is a little quiet. Yeah, it was for sure. Tap that turkey. I'm tapping it. I'm tapping it. Slap bracelets are dangerous. Oh God. Chat, do you guys have any slap bracelets? Do you guys still own slap bracelets? All right. Let me crank this down so I don't deafen all y'all. Bada bing. There we go. Very cool. All right, boys. It's time to play a game. Do you guys want to play a game? The game that we are talking about today is the Radical Rex? That's right. We're doing totally rad. Doing totally rad. All right, we're gonna bring it into focus. There we go. Just like always, if there's an intro scene, we're gonna let it play. Most excellent, dude. So like, Jake, is this Zeb dude for real? Will he teach you his totally rad magic? Yeah, he thinks I have gnarly potential. So this game stars Wreckage? Yeah. Yeah. Shroom, I dozed off and the stream was a lot more different. It was. It was. You can never tell here on Mix Me a Few Turds, you know? Like, you always gotta keep them on point. You always gotta keep them guessing. Garrison, when you get a chance, can you, I was messing around with sound levels before. Can you let me know if the game is too loud? I don't think it is, but just in case it is, let me know. All right, boys, I think that's our intro, right? That's all we get. So let's hop into this game. Let's see what we got. All right, press start. We got any onions? No, they don't give a shit. We're getting right into it. So Zeb, what's with all the jogging? I hate jogging. Can't I just learn magic and skip the aerobics? That works for me. That's all in the legs, my young friend. You'll find that they're the first things to go. That's true, but my knee's been hurting the shit out of me. Exercise will make your magic more powerful. What? Exercise? Exercise? It sounds righteous, dude, but I'm pooped. Don't be a wimp, Jake. Oh, cute, Allison. Real cute. This is pretty good, Steve Buscemi. We're in it, boys. Apathy, the P stands for penis. The P actually stands for Pong. Zebediah Pong. All right, boys, we're in it. We're in it. Game is maybe one notch too loud. All right, thank you. Thank you. We'll just crank it down. Pong. Yep. Pong. It's Pong. Zebediah Pong. It's gross. It's gross. Vicer redeemed Taboo the Sixth Sense. Vicer, we already have it. We already have Taboo the Sixth Sense. That was a Carrison redeem. Oh, look at this, boys. We got the Mega Buster right from the get-go. Didn't even need to power up for it. We're just straight Mega Busting over here. All right, right from the beginning. Controller's pretty good. Everything is responsive. You cannot shoot up. Oh. I apparently used the spell. I have no idea how I used it though. Game is responsive. Jumping and moving seems a little blocky though. Seems a little on the wooden side, you know, but not too bad. At least the fact that, you know, everything responds the way in which you want it to, you know, that helps. Shit. Lord. Shroom, the game I dreamed about was rescuing half human, half animal hybrids from doctors. Shroom, have you been slurping down too much Mr. Pibb? That's what happens if you have 9 Mr. Pibbs before you go to sleep. If you basically have to recreate Guardians of the Galaxy 3 inside your brain while you sleep, you know. Hey, how we doing, Wreckage? We were just talking about you. Pfizer was just talking about you. We were just talking about how this game was about you, Wreckage. This game's about you. Dude. Yeah, see? No such thing as too much Mr. Pibb. Oh shit, we're already dead? Holy Lord, that was quick. I hadn't even realized that I had taken all those hits. Okay, all right. Right, typical Vicer, how are we all doing? We're doing pretty good. Not bad, not bad. We're just playing this woody ass game and seeing how it goes. Let me stop talking so you guys can hear the sound composition. Let's listen to the music and the sound effects for a second. God damn, you take like, what, 3 beads of health every time you get hit? Jesus Christ. So sound comp is pretty good. It's not bad. Sound effects are, you know, they're a little bottom of the barrel, but like, I've only heard 3 sound effects, so I can't really speak too much about it. But music's decent. Music's decent, you know, it's not bad. Shroom, no, it's this thing called being sleep deprived. Ah, well, get some Z's, brother. There we go. If you press up and B, you can cast a spell, do some jazz hands like you just saw here. Shit. and recharge your life like immediately, you already have all of these spells on board. So that's actually really legit. You know, they don't waste time. They're like, oh, you gotta go find these. Oh, I just did the healing again. Maybe I was supposed to select it. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Now we selected it. Okay. Okay. Turned everything neon pink. Cool. Love to see it. I guess we could just charge this. This would probably make life easier. There we go. Bada bing. Oh, dude, you gotta beat the night. I'll be lucky if we can make it to the first boss. That's the reason why I decided to front load this stream with that little the section where we were talking about bosses, because y'all ain't gonna see them. You guys have seen OTL. You know how this goes. I mean, I'll put it on that, but we're not gonna. We're likely going to die very quickly into it. You know. There we go. Charge effect. Charge effect. We're gonna do this. Do you guys have any resonant memories with Totally Rad? Did you guys ever get down with this Totally Rad game in your childhood? You cannot jump while you are doing your Mega Buster. You cannot. They said this game was better than Axel. Who are they lying? Who are they lying about? Yeah, you can't basically do anything when you have the Charge Buster charged up. Oh shit! Did I get hit? Yeah, apparently I did. Also, I'm just like, where are the health drops? Do we get any power ups? Do any of these enemies drop anything? You know? Okay, we're at a mini boss. Okay, we're not gonna make it, and we're dead. Jesus, Lord. Shroom, and when you have the $1,800 desk chair, $1,800 desk chair, is very comfy and easy to fall asleep in. Holy shit, Shroom, your desk chair is 1,800 bucks. What kind of desk chair do you have? Do you have a Herman Miller? That's all. When it comes to like expensive desk chairs, that's the only brand I know, because that's what I have. It's not $1,800 though. Steel case gesture. What the fuck is that, Shroom? I mean, for $1,800, I hope it's legit. You know, I hope it has like a tiny little refrigerator. You can lean over in the middle of your game, grab an ice cold Yoo-hoo, you know, your favorite chocolate drink, not chocolate milk. They can't legally call it milk. I don't think there's any dairy in Yoo-hoo, to be honest with you. Like, Rex, sounds like someone needs 15 Mr. Pibbs and to recreate the Guardians of the Galaxy movie in their minds to get some rest. A lot of animals. A lot of animals. You save all the animals. Okay, good. The charge doesn't, you know, dissipate upon killing one enemy. It just goes on to the next one. The actual confirmation of getting your blaster to charge, however, kind of a pain in the ass, really. Like, it's kind of fickle. Like, it doesn't want to do it every single time that you press the button. You gotta sit here and do a confirm on it. And if you jump, that buster is going elsewhere. Shit. I do kind of wish the player character would move a little faster. We don't have a dash or anything, but it might be locked behind one of the magics that I haven't used yet. I want to kind of save my magic for the healing because I feel like I'm gonna need that the most, and then I'll just save state it and I'll show you guys all the magic. Let me just get to the actual mini boss and then we'll save state it. Oh shit. There we go. We're gonna heal. There we go. I do like the fact that you have heal on command right from the get-go. Like, they're not wasting any time making you go through a bunch of fetch quests, beat a bunch of bosses. They're just like, here you go, you're gonna need this. Oh shit. These slopes are the death of me though. I'm not a big fan of this. All right, we're gonna power spray it right in there. There it is. Show us all the magic. I will. I'm just gonna get to this mini boss. There, we're gonna charge up. No, that didn't work. All right, now we'll do a save state, so we don't have to go through all that bullshit all over again. Nobody wants to go through that all over again, you know? We don't want that. Stream, I spent a lot of time on my desk, so I did some research and went with this over Herman Miller. I'll take your word for it. I did zero research. I just asked 3 people who know about expensive chairs, and I was like, oh, that's what they said. Sounds good to me. If it's good for the Taliban, it's good for me, you know? All right, you guys want to see some magic? Let's see some magic. All right, we did fire. What is this, Dino? Let's do Dino. Oh, we got hit by a barrel. Can we, nope. That's not working. No, the barrels, god damn. The barrels are zooming in on us. We do have some lag and jag, as you guys can see right off the bat. We do have some lag and jag when there's we do have some flickering and some slowdown when things are getting a little crazy on screen. There we go. Bubble power. Okay. All right, I don't know if that did anything. the enemy did not react whatsoever. He reacted when I just sat there and shot his ass 14 times. That worked. Zeb. Who were those dweebs anyway? Oh, hey, where's Allison? Jake, they're like stealing me or something. We're really ratcheting up the stakes. Help! Zeb, I think they went that away. Okay, we got a music shift. Love to see it. All right, can we try, how do we, what is it? Oh wait, no, that's, what, Birdman? We're Birdman! All right, we're flying over this shit. We don't need any of this. Look at that, we're throwing out circus peanuts. Oh, circus peanuts. They'll take out any enemy. I love the fact that they could have limited this, you know? They could have restricted your access to just be able to fly over the entire level, but they were like, nah, just give it to them. Let them have it, you know? I appreciate that. Yeah, we can fly. And it looks like, I mean, is this unlimited? Because I'm not, oh shit, we're still getting hit though. All right, we do have iframes, that's good to know. Okay, we can't fly over all of it. No, that balloon went off. Are you gonna shoot as soon as I get down there? Yes, you are. Of course you are. All right, we need to heal, boys. We need to heal. We'll do full heal, right? No. Do I not have the magic for it? Come on, come on. Do I not? Is that not? Why is that not allowing me? Can I not do full heal when I'm Birdman? Can I not do any magic while I'm Birdman? Apparently not. Okay. All right. Oh man, is this circus music? Yep, it's circus music. It's that fucking song. All right, we're dead. Wow. Okay. Well, turning it into Birdman was cool. So, I mean, I get down with that. Like, here, my webcam got a little blurry. Need to blur it out. There we go. The Vicer circus music is his weakness. It kind of is. Hey, what's going on, Nox? Is this game totally rad or totally bad? It's funny because right before we get on stream, we're gonna be Fishman now. We gotta be Fishman. Oh, look at us, boys. Oh, Fishman's actually legit. Like, oh, we got the Met Owls here and turning into balls. Right before our stream, Karrison was just like, is Totally Bad a real game? I was like, no, baby. Totally Bad is not a real game. That's Vicer joking around. Vicer, I'll whip you up a gnarly circus song just for you. Oh, goddamn you. I do not. Totally Bad, yeah. I don't like circus music. Not at all. Oh, we're dead. Oh, we're dead. As the creature from the Black Lagoon, we already died. Oh, we're back to Zeb. Want another chance? Well, yeah, of course. Okay, be sure of your gift. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of something. Nox, Totally Bad. The 1980s, super bad. We're back at Act 1? What? No. No. That's not a continue if you start you all the way back at the start. That's not a continue. This game did not read the memo. That's not how continues work. All right, we're just gonna, can we just spam them? Oh, we're spamming them. Oh, fuck, we were so close. We were so close. I hate when games say that they have a continue option and it's literally start you back at the beginning of the stage, first stage. That's not a continue option. What are we continuing? Yeah, we're gonna heal again. There we go, we healed, we're good. Oh God, we got hit with a barrel right out of the gate. All right, can we just sit here and spam? We're just gonna sit here and spam. Oh, thank God for iframes. Magic, we'll do magic again. I mean, the fact that we can just infinitely heal someone who's got magic drastically improves the difficulty of this game. We can skip this. All right, now we will save state so we don't have to do all that shit all over again. Bada bing. We're gonna save it. Knox, instead of McLovin, you got McSmooth. That's me. That's me. Let's see what other magics we got here. Is that dinosaur? Yeah, that looks like a dinosaur. We got a dinosaur! We can't turn into him though. I'm pressing the button, but it's not working. We got no dinosaur. What about this one? Dinosaur foot? There we go. Look at us now. We're a brony! We're a brony! We got the screw attack? Does it damage enemies? We can't shoot in the air though. We got a tiny little taser? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Does this attack enemies? Nope, doesn't seem like it does. It's just flashy. Okay. What is this? How is this supposed to help us? You can't even charge it up, man. We chose wrong, boys. You cannot do a jump attack either, so that just makes it even worse. How am I supposed to hit this guy? You can't do a jump attack. Okay, we can hit him out of the air. That's good. Why would you want or need this one? I don't want to be a brony. A brony with electrical arcs shooting out of my fist. That's no good. Okay, those always get us real quick. And that's it. And we're gonna get shot by this guy, enemy protected, then we're dead. All right, the brony, the power up, that one sucks. That one sucks. That has no practical purpose. What is this? What is this? Marshmallow Man? We're gonna be Marshmallow Man. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's just, you're just throwing rocks out there. Okay, it's a cool AoE attack. I think that's cool. I love that. Kerosene, you forgot to put on your slap bracelet? I did. That's why we're struggling right now. We're struggling. That's Wingman. We did Fishman. Did we do Fishman? Oh shit, yeah, we did Fishman. He wasn't that great. That's fine. Knox the brony that wants to be Samus Aran. Many have tried. Many have tried. People don't seem to understand that, you know, off the planet Zebus, Samus Aran is like 6'6", 400 pounds without her power suit. I mean, the Talon gravity did something to her, all right? She's built like a horse. Like, Jesus. Vicer and VR chat, bronies were basically like a rival gang to me. They don't have thumbs, so they lost that fight. Well, you know, evolution. You know, what are you gonna, oh, Jesus Christ, why does it take 4 of these Chinese stars to kill him? God damn. AJ Chozo augmentations as well, I agree. She puts her whole body into a ball, doesn't sever her spine somehow. It's weird, man. They never explain that in universe. Ooh, jump over. Okay, this is a little ridiculous. My only complaint, well, no, not my only complaint. One of the complaints I have for this game so far is you feel, even despite the game giving you everything right from the get-go, you feel rather underpowered, you know? I do not feel powerful as a result of my magics, you know? Which is a little problematic. What is this? And why can I not use any of my, oh wait, hold on. Okay, I can. Oh, okay, that's the revert back to human form. Okay, that's good enough. That's good. I don't know why they chose the dinosaur face to be the indication that you can go back into human form, but here we are. All right, we'll do heal, right? Yeah, that's good. That's a good one to keep on hand. We're gonna charge it up. Blow his ass out of the water, thank you. What are our platforms right here? Are these hydrogen bombs? Are these sausages? Are these party sausages? Oh, fuck, you can't jump and shoot the Mega Buster, that sucks. Knox the Vicer. Vicer, I believe most people are a rival gang to you. No, I mean, look, they're just not choosing the right allegiance, you know? The Vicer, you're either part of the moon cult or against it. It's true. Oh, we're getting tore up here, man. Oh, Jesus. Oh, what the fuck, man? Are you for real? This is ridiculous. This part is ridiculous. They could have made this a little bit more enjoyable. I mean, I would jump and do my Mega Buster, but it's not. All right, we're gonna charge it up so we don't have to do that shit all over again. There we go. Much better. Much better. Armor, I ate a hot dog last night thanks to Viz. What'd you put on your dog, bro? What'd you put on your dog? Don't say something weird like Beef does. He's just like relish and mayonnaise, and that's it. Disgusting. Knox, you wish for the return of a full McDonald's combo meal for less than $5. Like I said, fast food is not cheap anymore, you know? Like, I was talking to Vice Your Stream last night. It was talking about how probiotic sodas are like $3 a can. They're super expensive. And I was just like, ooh, you know, they're more expensive than regular soda. But then I was just like, regular soda's really fucking expensive now too. I was just like, God damn, man. I was like, I feel bad for people who drink soda because your shit's really overpriced. They got you where they want you, boys. They got you where you want you. Ooh, a Chicago dog? Ooh. A Chicago dog is when they throw it all together. And if it tastes like shit, they can just be like, it's Chicago style. I gotta throw shade at Chicago whenever I can. Oh, Lord. Okay, level variety, so far, not the greatest either, though. It's a little on the doldrum, boring. It's like, Jesus Christ! How much did this fucking clown take? All right, is there a platform I'm supposed to be waiting for here? Or do I need to be Birdman? I bet I need to be Birdman. I don't think I have enough magic to be Birdman. Oh, I do. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Burn him in the flames. Oh, he went down to the flames. He's totally fine, though. Ooh, we're getting a little slow down now. Too much on the screen. Hey, what's going on, Bingo? Hello, Scooby and the gang. Zoinks! Nox, I am glad I don't miss soda, but gosh, the prices are stupid. Yeah. I mean, I started getting into probiotic soda, and that's been pretty gnar. Oh, we got the boss, guys. We got the boss. Oh, I should probably save state, just in case. Just in case, you know? We'll just do a quick little save state, just to make sure. Oh, AJ, I went to a place in South Carolina that tried to sell me a hot dog with both chili and corn slaw. Corn slaw. I mean, I need some corn slaw. Chili and coleslaw? I mean, that doesn't sound that bad, to be honest with you. I used to be, like, firmly against coleslaw until I went to the Deep South and I was served a barbecue sandwich with coleslaw on it. That was actually really fucking good. And it kind of changed my perception of coleslaw ever since then. Like, coleslaw kind of low-key whips, you know? Okay, we gotta hit the troll treasure gem. Oh, shit. Oh, he went all the way for it. I thought he was gonna wait. Ooh, nope. Okay, come over here. Oh shit, we're getting hit with popcorns. Oh god, the worst. Corn slaw! I like corn slaw. They put us all the way back here, of course. Of course, we're just gonna go ahead and load that save state. We're gonna go ahead and put our on heal. Oh, we can't, can we? Because we're Birdman. Well, let's go ahead and switch back over, right? Okay, you can switch back over without magic. That's good to know. That's good to know. Oh, I wish you could release your charge shot while jumping, though. That kind of, oh shit, you went all the way. How am I supposed to avoid that? Like, what is the evasion tactic on that one? Okay, we got him on the run. Oh, we had him on the run, boys. We had him on the run. We had him on the run. Shroom, the last time I ate a hot dog, I double barreled it and threw some honey mustard on it. Honey mustard on a hot dog fucks. I mean, it's basically just a sausage. You know, if you like honey mustard on sausage, it works. Like, I get down with it. AJ, I like coleslaw and I like chili. I do not like chili and coleslaw stirred together. Oh, we got an elitist here in chat, boys. We got an elitist here in chat. We'll go ahead and load this state. Bingo, coleslaw. The meal of a real American, a hard-working, black-blooded American. Coleslaw. Bingo. Bingo. You have earned yourself a door. You can see yourself out. You can see yourself out. I could just do this. No, I won't. Thank you for that. The disgusting pun, Bingo. We appreciate you. All right, we'll go back to Dinosaur. I have never been adored. You have now, brother. You have now. Take it in stride. Oh, it's an honor here on 6 2/3. I don't know if we're gonna make it out of this guy, because when he goes all the way over here, how the fuck am I supposed to evade that? We don't run fast enough to get away from the giant Cheeto-sized popcorn. Fuck, man. I mean, we could try it in bird mode. Bird mode looks to be a little easier, actually. We should probably try it in bird mode. See, how am I supposed to? Am I just supposed to be on the other side of the screen? Also, bird mode seems a little bit less powerful. We can't spam directly into the jewel. Yeah, I guess we gotta be all the way. Oh, shit. Fuck. Fuck! Poke him in the belly button. Do you guys like having your belly button touched? I live with someone who cannot stand to have her belly button touched. Hates it. Hates it. Makes her feel like she's back in the womb. Oh, okay. The problem is the enemy attack is faster than the projectile, so it's oh shit, or the enemy himself. So it's kind of hard to avoid and evade when I can't. Oh shit, I can't get in the right place. God damn, man, we're sucking here, boys. We're sucking. Vicer, last time I saw someone lose to this boss this much was when I watched Rec play Elden Ring. The disrespect. The disrespect. Elden Ring's an easy game. Bingo, it is attacking you with orange Mickey heads. It does. They do look like Mickey heads. They look like we skipped a chromosome somewhere along the line. Okay, so that is where you... Can we shoot the popcorn? Like, no, we can't even shoot the projectiles. How the fuck am I supposed to get around the projectiles, man? Okay, we're gonna beat this boss. I refuse to, we're not, well, I'm gonna halt this. Oh, god damn it. I like the legs, I do too. He's doing a boot scoot and boogie. There we go. All right, hold on. We're gonna go back because Birdman ain't doing it. Birdman is not doing it for us. I probably shouldn't have save stated when I had no magic. That would have been a better choice to, you know, save state when I actually have magic. God damn, man, we can't get over there fast enough. I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking the only way in which you can beat these bosses is you have to have magic to heal yourself. I'm thinking that's the case. Lord. Very similar looking boss too. I agree. Looks just like Mickey. Like, you know, Mickey's final form. Michael Mouse, his final form. Come over here. Wreckage, I'm always catching strays. Yeah, you are, Wreck. From Vicer, I was 20 levels under the recommended level. Doesn't matter to Vicer. Doesn't matter. Nox wants a hydrate toast. Will do. Let me get Nox Poo, a little hydrate toast here. I do need to wet my whistle, so it's very appropriate. Very appropriate. Oh wow. I've been turning clients on, or I've been turning one guy on. Oh, we got the rib machine. Armor! I don't know about you guys, but I got on the ground floor of Armor Doesn't Play and their new business venture, combat ladders. I'm not saying, guys. I'm not saying. You need to be an angel investor. Get on the ground floor. Armor's got $1 million idea. Combat ladders. I don't have to explain it to you. It's self-explanatory. But I've been turning an old guy. I've been turning somebody that I knew back when I was in Florida in the business, and he's starting his own business. And all the clients who are just like, Six, we don't like this company that you left us with. They fucking suck. We're gonna fire them. Do you know anybody else? And I was like, yep, sure do. And I've been just kicking them all to him. And he's just he's a small fish like I was, you know? And he just sent me $50 in Apple money. He's like, hey man, thanks for all the help. I was like, oh, thanks. You didn't have to do that. I was just, you know, kicking the business your way. You're a young guy starting out, you know? So, bada bing. All right, we got a hydrate toast. To Noxy Poo. Nox. A toast. Fuck the leather. Fuck the lace. Here's to the one who sits on our face. Thank you. Thank you for redeeming that, Nox, the hydrate toast. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Vicer 6, you can't let this guy beat you. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try. Yeah, obviously, you can see from the gameplay footage. I'm not gonna try. But I'm gonna try to beat him. It's relaxed OTL, so I can, you know, hold on. We're gonna switch back into human form first, and then we're gonna save state, so I don't have to fucking do all this bullshit all over again. I'm gonna try to be the first guy. You know, it's relaxed. It's relaxed OTL, so I'm not on a time schedule, you know. I can take my time losing in the game 40 million times. Oh, fucking goddamn, man. Can we... Yeah, of course, it's at the perfect height to where... Oh, fuck, man. See, that's bullshit. You're either gonna get slapped in the corner with him, or you're gonna get slapped with the pepperonis. All right, hold on. We're gonna go back to the beginning of the level because we need magic, because I save stated when I had no fucking magic, so we're not gonna be able to fucking beat it. So we're just gonna go back all the way to the beginning of the goddamn level and try to save our magic. We're gonna listen to circus music the whole fucking time. Hey, what's going on, Cody? How we doing, Codrick? The Codrick of Porch Hams. Love to see it. Sit back, close your eyes, and relax your OTL. Oh, man. God, mine's not relaxed right now. Not relaxed. Like, Johnny!
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Well, John Turs, thank you, Johnny, for subscribing for 18 months. You sucker. You've been on the ground floor for 18 months, John? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? John, I thought you understood money and keeping it. And being, fiscally conservative and, a savvy businessman. Here you are, throwing 18 months of subs away. Wow, John. Well, thank you for the subs, John. You sucker. Oh, bro, they literally reformed and respawned before I could even kill the first one. What the fuck? All right, there we go. We're gonna take it slow, guys. We don't want to waste our magics. Don't want to waste our magics. We're in the zone. I keep thinking I'm charging, but I'm not. Kind of sucks. Sorry, we're gonna beat this one fucking boss. I swear to God. It kind of sucks that it seems like you can't really beat the boss without magic, though. I mean, it's cool in the sense that you got a lot of magic. You got a lot of different options that you can use, but I would like the option to try to not get hit. And I know I'm not a speedrunner, and speedrunners could probably pull it off, but I feel like that enemy's pattern, unless there's like a form that I'm supposed to be using, like one of the magic forms, like there's probably a magic form I'm supposed to be using, and I'm just not using it. Hey, what's going on, Keg? The Visor, the John verse. What's going on, Cake? How we doing today? Have y'all tried peppercorns? I could use some right now. I think me and Kirsten are going to be doing some painting today. I'm excited about that. God. Why? This is bullshit. This is absolute horse shit. Now I have to use my magic. God damn, bro. All right, let me use my magic. Okay. Here, we're gonna save state now, just in case. I'm not doing all that shit all over again. There we go. Bada bing. John verse. I've had a good year in the market. Them Zune shares doing great. So John, all the market uncertainty, has that been a windfall for you? Because usually what happens is like, especially in the stock market, STALK, save your turnips. Usually, things being tumultuous in the market means a lot of people lose money. But then there are people who, are smart, and they usually gain money on those economic downturns. And I feel like John has to be one of them, All right, come over here. Karazin, hey, you're doing great. Questionably. I don't feel like it's my gameplay that sucks. I feel like there are certain elements. Okay, that was my gameplay that sucked. All right, don't clip that. I feel like there are just elements of the boss that are just Nintendo hard. And again, I'm probably not using the right magic for it, so I'm just kind of brute forcing it, trying to use the normal ass attacks. Ah, shit, that didn't work. Oh my god, the pain! There we go. Okay, moving on. Take these guys out from the sky. Very good. He's just gonna continue fucking around. Wonderful, love it. Great, how am I supposed to get down here without him hitting me? Like that, that's how we do it. Pro gamer. Bro, do we have to use the magic? Hold on. Let me make sure. Because this looks like an area where we would have to use Birdman, right? But I saw the enemy earlier just get on top of that rope and it didn't affect him. Okay, so they're doing they're making us afraid. Ooh, shit, especially with this Dorcas. They're making us afraid that you can fall into the fire, but you can literally just walk across it. Okay, this is platforming. All right, cool. That's fine. We can handle this. Of course, throw a Medusa head at me as soon as I get on the fucking balloon. I love it. All right, we're gonna heal again. Okay, that's at least one heal. That should be okay, right, guys? That should be enough, you know, for the boss. I think that'll get us. John, I've averaged 33% a year for the last 3. Holy shit, John. I need to follow all John's fiscal advice. He knows about money. I'm just over here playing with it, you know? All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We got a full bar of health. That's at least like one, that's at least one heal. That should be enough, right? That should be enough, boys. Let's give it a shot. Let's try it. No more fucking around. We're serious business here. He's throwing the Cheeto Puffs at us. Okay. We're doing pretty good. This is a pretty clean run so far. Haven't got hit yet. Oh, never mind. Oh, I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. All right, we got him on the run, boys. Got him on the run. Oh, shit. Okay. Almost got it. Almost got it. Oh, are we gonna do it? We did it. Look at that. Didn't even need the magic. Some lame-ass fanfare on the way out. What? Communicate telepathically now from now on. Allison has been kidnapped. Now it's a good time to use the magic that I taught you. You've got to save Allison. Allison, I know this world is killing you. Allison, my aim is true. Some magic spells are bogus, won't work. Yeah, I found some of those. I found some of those already, Mr. Pong. You fuck. Armor, turns out the magic you needed was inside you all along. Apparently. Apparently. All right, Allison has been kidnapped. I thought we already knew that she was kidnapped. Have I used all of the magics? I don't feel like I've used all the magics yet. Did we use Tornado? I don't think we used Tornado. Activate your tummy gem. We haven't used Tornado. Let's see what this is about. These probably would have been good spells to use on the actual boss, but I'm a dodo dum-dum, didn't think about it. I was like, healing. Healing, that'll get us through. All right, God, charging up the Mega Buster kind of sucks. It's not, oh, these enemies, God, why more of these enemies, please? This is what makes the game fun. These guys, every 4 steps, you know? Okay, we got a mini boss. Oh, shit. Oh, he's got robo body. Oh, shit, he's got us in the corner. All right, we're just gonna sit here and spam him. There we go. We used the tornado on him. I didn't want to use that, but that's fine. I was trying to heal, but that's okay. That's fine. I should have saved. Okay, we beat him. Cool. All right, we're gonna heal. I should have saved after I beat the boss. That would have been a smart idea. I forgot to do that. I want to heal. I want to heal. Can I heal? Am I not allowed to heal? It won't let you heal until you go down. Creepy talking animation. It was kind of on the creepy side. Okay, there we go. Full heal. Nice. Is there a secret over here? So, you guys got any scandalous plans for your Saturday? You guys do anything crazy on this Saturday? I do not have anything crazy scheduled for today. Just, you know, gonna coast, do some peppercorns. I don't know how I'm supposed to jump over that. Like that. Okay, that works. Shroom, I'm back with a sandwich. Very nice. What sandwich are we rocking here, Shroom? What are we talking about? Sandwich time. Vicer, no! All right. Vicer ain't got no scandalous plans. Wreckage, sleep as much as I can. I mean, that sounds pretty good, right? Sleep sounds pretty good. I have crossed over into being an old man who naps during the day. I'm a big fan of that nap. I'm like, AJ, I rescued another kitty and we're acclimating her to the house. That's our Saturday plan. AJ, do you live next to just like a wildlife reserve? Why do you have so many cats coming to your area, man? It was like they started, you know, they started talking amongst themselves and they're just like, hey, go to this guy. he's a rube. He'll take you in. He'll feed you. Make sure to get a full belly. Shroom. Ham, salami, and cheddar on marble rye with mayo and everything bagel seasoning. You had me until the mayo. You had me into the mayo. I fuck with everything else, though. I fuck with everything else. Marble rye sounds really fucking good, too. We're going up, boys. We're healing. We're using the heal. There's no pickups. There's no power-ups in this game whatsoever. None. I have not seen a single. Oh, is this the mini boss or is that just a regular boss? Is it just a regular enemy just hanging out? Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen a single power up this whole game. It's weird, man. Back to school shopping. Oh, rip. Rest in peace, armor. Oh, that's not where you need to hide. I imagine back to school shopping now with everything costing as much as it does. Holy shit, brother. I hope you took out a second mortgage. Can we get up? Can we get up? No, we're gonna get hit. We're gonna get hit. We're gonna get hit all over the place. AJ, I live in a poor town and people are just like, fuck it, pets are hard. That's about right. Just like, damn, bro, you adopted a lot of cats just in the short amount of time I've known you. Vicer, when Rex sleeps, he has fever dreams about Ishin. I think we all do. I think Ishin was a very fair boss. I don't think it was like the inconsolably hard, you know? Okay, we started pretty close to where we were. We'll go ahead and save state. Just because I don't want to have to do all this shit all over again. Lord. Karrison, definitely painting this weekend. Yeah, baby, you should. I look forward to it. I'm excited. God, get off here. I'm looking to splatter some paint or watch you splatter some paint. Either one, either or. Vicer, Guardian Ape was the one that... Guardian Ape did drive me insane too the first time I fought him. It was a little ridiculous. I was just like, this is not fun, guys. This is not fun. It took me a little while to figure out the pattern, but I got there in the end, you know? Like, I did it within a day. Like, I just came back a little bit later when I was calmed down. And then I rocked his world. All right, we're gonna play it. Oh, he jumps back. He circles back around. That kind of sucks. All right, hold on. We're just gonna take our time. Oh, of course, he gets us with a projectile on the way out. What a fuck. All right, we're gonna heal. There we go. I love the Ishin fight. So did I. So did I, man. Like, I was a big fan of it. I did not think it was unfair. I did think it was very challenging, but I did not find it unfair, you know? Shroom, I thought about a little spicy brown mustard, but it didn't feel like it fit the vibe. I could literally put mustard on anything and everything, man. Like, it's always mustard vibes here in 6 2/3, you know? Like, we love a good yellow. Wreckage, I make Ishin my bishin. In my dreams. AJ, well, I had 2 of my old pets die in the last 6 to 8 months too, both 15 plus years old. So you're looking to, you know, you gotta keep the future potential grief train moving. Smart, I understand it. I'm the same way. Like, you know, I only fell out of that pattern because I kept moving into apartments where they wouldn't allow pets, and so otherwise I would have just kept on collecting the dogs, you know. Open up. Open up. Time to get your blasters. There it is. Bada bing. Rack 4 phases was too much. Get rid of the Genichiro bit and it's all right. I kind of agree 4 phases is a little... It's asking a lot. Especially right at the end of the game when you are just completely overstimulated clitoris. Ooh. AJ, so we purposely pulled 2 young females of breeding age off the street and we're getting them fixed. There you go, bud. There you go. Damn, AJ, you have 5 cats? Holy shit. Shroom, your aunt has 14 cats? Oh my God. That's an addiction. Like, it's too many cats. Shroom, she had 2, but then some cats broke into my grandpa's basement. Where do you live, Shroom? You got gangs of rival cats and had a bunch of kids, so she took the rest and was supposed to give them to her people. Never did. I understand that. That's usually the case, you know. Oh, this guy, he's protected when he ducks down. John, I thought us having 3 felt like a lot. 14 is just... Even 5. 3 is too much. Like, I think 2 is maximum, you know, for me. I don't know if I'll ever live with a cat ever again. 2 dogs, yes, but 14 cats, oh my God, man. Oh my God, it's just too much. It's too much. AJ, I mean, it's a 3-story house with 3 adults. 1 of the 5 is entirely my mother's cat. 2 are recent rescues. 3-story house makes a difference. It definitely makes a difference, that's for sure. Like, but, whew, that's a lot of cats. Shroom, every additional cat is like 5% more work than they're just exponentially requesting more and more effort out of you. It's a conspiracy at that point, Shroom. Like the cats, they have corralled together. We're healing. They have put their brains together. Damn, man. It's so weird to play a action platformer that has no power-ups in it, man. It just blows my mind. It's like, that's the choice. Obviously, they were looking to balance it out by giving you all the magics from the get-go, but it seems like all the magics aren't really that powerful. I should be using it, but I'm just stockpiling it to heal because I'm getting my ass fucking ripped apart. Oh man, we can't. All right, we gotta get all the way over there and then duck, right? I guess we could just try to avoid him, but it seems like he gets faster when he knows that we're around. Yeah, we'll just avoid him. Fuck him. Moving on. Okay, you could try that. You could try that. Shroom, I mean, like the infrastructure stays the same. You just might need another little bug. You might, with 15 cats, you might need another one. Just one, at least, you know, one more. John, 15 cats would freak me out. It would definitely make me take pause. You can see yourself out. You can see yourself out for saying me out. The other one, that's just bonus. Me out is what got you the door on that one, John. You can take your door. You can see yourself out. Vice Shell is fucked up. It kinda was. Kinda was. Oh god. Okay. Oh, he shoots a projectile on his way out. What a fuck, man. I do not like that enemy design. This game is hard enough as it is. Okay, we're moving on. Visor, I didn't expect this sort of pun today. I didn't either. We're at the boss, but oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. I'm kind of afraid to do a save state at this boss because if we continue, it's gonna put us right back at the beginning of the stage, and I ain't doing all that shit all over again. But we'll try. We'll try. Okay, where's this weak spot? Legs? Legs. Okay. Well, it's reacting, but okay, the legs and then the butt eye. We gotta hit him with the butt eye. Right? Am I doing this right? Do we just have to take out the legs? Well, I mean, he's literally letting us be. Okay, we do have to take out the legs. Okay, it's not doing anything to the butt eye. Not doing anything to the butt eye. Armor, this boss fucks. You can tell. Look at him. He's got a prolapsed anus, so yeah, he obviously does. Sweep the leg, Johnny! Be sure of your gift. I'm trying to sweep the legs. I'll sweet them. I'll sweet them. I'll get one of Karison's 400 cough drops she has under the bed, and I'll rub them down on the legs. Okay, I'm not doing all this all over again. That's not happening. We'll just try to do it with one life. I mean, we got max life, but we have 0 magic. So, all right, we're just gonna sit here and load it in there. Oh, fuck, the butt eye got me. Jesus. Oh, the butt eye's getting me. Getting me hard, boys. Okay, we're just gonna keep throwing it out there. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh, I should have moved out of the way. I don't think the butt eye is it taking any damage? It doesn't look like it. All right, we're just gonna use the, nope, never mind. Be sure of your gift, 6. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Karison Lamal, I didn't know the bag was going to be that big. That's what she said. Karison, the butt eye? Yeah, of course. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know. AJ, you heard it here, folks. The butt eye gets 6 heart. It does. It does. I don't need to say anything more. Okay. Okay, we're gonna stay away from the butt eye this time. Right? Nope, we're still getting hit by it. There's no real safe place to sit here and take out the legs because we're just gonna die from projectiles. All right, we're gonna wait for him to come back. Yeah, see, it's not hitting. Okay, that doesn't help. Okay, we're going after the eyes now. The big eye, not the butt eye. Okay, yeah, I saw that happening. Jesus Christ. Lord in heaven, God above. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Visor, well, it looks happy. It does, yeah. Look, guys, don't pass up on the butthole, okay? Just because certain things come out of there. Just so long as they're not coming out of there during, the actual the butthole festivities. Don't turn a stink eye to the stink eye. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. It's good boss music. I like the boss music that's going on right now. It's better than the fucking circus music we were listening to. I don't have any magic, so it's not gonna make a difference. Armor, that butt beam spam, that's right. Visor, nah, there's an eyeball. Well, you know, some people have cysts around their anus, you know? Like, you can't judge them. They got fingernails and eyelashes and all sorts of stuff in there, man. Like, look, you're doing them a favor. Okay, we're gonna try to stay away from the ass when it goes down like that. We're gonna have to pass through because the Lord knows I can't fucking get over there. Can we do it on one hit? Nope. Poke it in the eye with a stick. That's what we're doing right now. We're just gonna load that. There has to be a better way. I'm doing this the wrong way. I know I am. Okay, hold on. Can we charge beam? Well, we can charge beam, but as soon as we jump, we release it. Maybe we just stay far away? Yeah, that's probably a better choice. I mean, he's gonna sit there and spit projectiles at us, but it's better than having to pass through his fucking body after he's done. All right, this seems to be a better strategy. I don't know why I was trying to make it harder on myself. I mean, it makes sense. You know, it is the 6 2/3 way. All right, we're just gonna sit here and throw out lemons. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, he came for us. Okay, we can't avoid that. Wonderful. He's too close to us. All right, we jump over it. Okay, now we're doing some green eggs and ham. Oh shit. Okay. All right, we're making progress though, boys. We are making progress. The bosses are not hard. You just have to figure out the pattern. I'd say the levels are harder than the bosses are at this point. Shit, that's my fault. Visor, you know I should know this. I did play a proctology game. That's correct. Visor did a proctology stream. It was hilarious because my brother, Beeferificus, Judgmental Beef, he never shows up in anybody's streams. Never. And then the one day he shows up in Visor's stream, Visor's doing a proctology game. Beef stuck around. He was intrigued. So, you know. It's a running joke between me and Beef, you know. You do a proctology stream, that's what gets Beef interested, you know. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Look at Beef, you can tell. You can tell he has an innate a sense of curiosity about that. He's got to know, you know. We all do. Okay, see, I got close to him, then he moved away. That's how you do it. You just have to bluff him. All right. Ooh, he's right up on us. There we go. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. Okay, we're figuring it out. We're getting there. We're getting there. No! All right, move out of the way. There we go. We're doing guerrilla tactics, boys. You gotta do guerrilla tactics. I think we got him this time, boys. I think we got him on the... Ooh, never mind. His big incisors got me. His bicuspids. Ooh, shit. Ooh, okay, we're still on the run. We're doing all right. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're going for it. We're going for it. This is gonna be the one, boys. We got it. God damn it! We're gonna beat it. We're gonna beat it. Visor, surprisingly an asshole, is a pretty good setting for a horror game. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Got good atmosphere. Ooh. 2 went off at the same time. I didn't know that could happen. I didn't know that could happen. I've never seen that before. John died from asphyxiation when 32 flabby tabby cats laid on him all at the same time. Kitten pool. Kitty pool. You guys are trying to make it? Oh no, Techie Rob, fuck. God, he did performance poetry. Oh shit. Okay, fair enough. I'll do it. Yep, Rob did it. Rob got it. I'll do performance poetry. I'll do it after I beat this boss. I'm gonna beat this boss and then I'll do it. Then I'll do it. We got some redeems. Carousel died from blood loss after tying their tongue to a spinning roulette wheel. I'm not saying, just saying. There are more cylindrical objects that you can tie your tongue to. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Like toilet paper roll. Techie, I'm pretty sure level 5 of Wings of War is actually set in an asshole. It does. Well, it does. Is that Wings of Vi? Like, it does look like it's setting an asshole. Vicer wants cringe on tap. Okay. I'll do that before I do the performance poetry. I just want to try to beat this boss because I got really close and I feel like I can beat this boss. So we'll do it in that order. We'll do boss, and then we'll exit out of the game, and then we'll do cringe on tap, and then we'll do performance poetry. Because after performance poetry, I will have no voice. So AJ was taken from us when an errant piece of airplane fuselage crashed through the roof down onto their peacefully sleeping body. AJ, the option is to never sleep, brother. Never sleep. Shroom's doing it. He's doing just fine. And Armor passed away after 38 consecutive days of constipation. We all knew they were full of shit. This just confirmed it. That's a real life one. Because my father went like 38 days without taking a shit. And he thought he was fine. It's not the case. It's not the case. At long last, correct. That's right. Redeemed asks a question. Smoking Joe Frazier. He wasn't smoking. I saw him in between fights. Light up a Newport 100. Never went out the entire fight. I actually do like Joe Frazier. AJ, I mean, there was a house a block away from me that exploded last year. Pieces of that hit my roof. Techie, Wings of War. Oh, it is a different game. Oh, okay. Gynug in other parts of the world. Oh, by the same devs who gave us Choaniki. Okay, I know Choaniki. The end of Level Boss is a colossally gorgeous. Yeah, Choaniki is the hard gay game, right? I'm not saying that against gay people. That's I'm pretty sure that's how they describe it. It's a hard gay game. Like, oh man. Okay, Wings of War, totally different than Wings of Vi. Totally different. I thought they were analogous. You know, I thought they were on the same. They're not. They're not. All right, boys, we gotta beat this boss, and then we got some redeems. We gotta redeem here. Vicer hard gay is the stuff we do in the gym. Techie, politely referred to as a buff 'em up. I've never heard that phrase before. That's super cool though. If you guys don't know, Choaniki is like, it's a shoot 'em up, but it's a bunch of scantily clad muscular men everywhere in that game, you know? All right, boys, we gotta get serious. It's time to get serious, all right? Ooh, fuck it, I got hit right away. Oh, shit. All right, we're gonna get serious now. No more fucking around. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna learn the enemy's pattern. Okay, it's gonna take a minute. I mean, if I can get, I mean, it won't be on this one, but if I can get to the second phase without getting hit, then I will save state, so we don't have to fucking do it all over again. Yeah. Oh, okay, we walked right into it. All right, that's fine. I can't see because they're dithering. We're flickering out. I couldn't see. That's fine. Okay, we got it, boys. We got him on the run. We'll get close to him. That didn't work. We gotta kneel. Okay, that's fine. All my training in shit. Demon World, whatever, Demon's Crest. Fuck. All right, it's not gonna be this run. That's fine. Now we know what to do. All right, boys, we're in the zone, and we're out of the zone. Just like that. We got taken out. I keep moving away from the camera. And, I need to stop doing that. Okay. All right. Serious time. No more hee-hees and ha-has. Okay. You guys ready? Let's see. All right. We're gonna do it. All right. No more fucking around. We got hit the last time. We're not getting hit this time. We're not gonna get hit once. You guys watching this? Watching a pro? This is 30 years of gaming that you're seeing on display. Oh, we got hit. Never mind. Have you guys ever had to defeat the one leg of the giant space flea who's got a butt eye? Shit! We're getting too greedy. We need to go back. Oh fuck! He fell right on top of us. Oh god damn it! I can't see. There's flickering. Okay, move over here. We got the Mario Kart 8 squid ink in our face. There we go. That's how we do it. All right, I see chat moving, but I can't look away, guys. All right, I'll get over here. There we go. That's how we do it. Well, one more. Ah, shit. I didn't go far enough. Okay. Oh, and we're dead. Fuck! Vice is what my dreams look like. My dream eye. My dream butt eye definitely looks like this. That's for sure. Karis, you have to look into the butt eye. I do. I do. It's like, babe, you've been eating corn? That's gonna get a 555 come on now or a sass, one or the other. It's gonna be one or the other. All right, chat. We're dialing in, okay? We're locking in. We haven't got hit yet. We're gonna get to a second phase. We haven't got hit. We're doing good. We're doing good. Just gotta keep it up. Don't get impatient. Okay, he's probably gonna, yep. Oh, are we gonna get hit? Yep, we got hit. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna save state right here. We'll take one hit. We can do it off one hit. I think we'll be okay. Oh, we got both. The butt eye controls your dreams. It definitely does mine. I'm not saying, just saying. Okay. All right, we got him. We got him on the run, boys. This is gonna be the one. Shit. Okay. Oh, fuck me. No. No, that's not the one. I got hit by the teeth. I got hit by the butt teeth, you know? I wish I could use my Mega Buster jumping. That would be great. My charge shot. We don't get that option. Make quick, easy work of this fucking boss. Oh, fuck me. All right, well, that was not a very clean run, but that's fine. Okay, all right, we moved out of the way. Oh, I still got hit by his teeth, son of a bitch. All right, we're gonna beat it this time, boys. Watch. You guys watching this? Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Never mind. I'm forgetting all my training, boys. All the training I received on Andor, and we're dead. We're gonna get through it. I don't care how long it takes. We're gonna beat this fucking boss. I will hold the whole fucking stream so I can beat this goddamn boss. Okay, there we go. Okay, you got close. That's wasn't close enough. I need to stop watching the screen in Streamlabs because I'm actually watching the gameplay through Streamlabs instead of watching it through RetroArch. All right, we're gonna do it now. Oh, fuck, not close enough. Damn it. Excuse me? Excuse me? Are you changing out the succulent Chinese meal? It's too spicy, huh? Tacky, sorry, got totally distracted trying to design corrective lenses for a butt eye. It's important. It's important, Rob. You need the corrective lenses. AJ6, there's an age-old strategy that'll help you defeat this boss. It's known as get good, scrub. I agree. I agree. We are gonna get good. I'm just making silly mistakes. All right, we need to reset. We need to reset. Can I get a singing bowl? Hey, what's going on, Jakir? Good morning. Can I get a singing bowl? Chad, I need a singing bowl. Oh, thank you, Armin. Thank you. I knew somebody would do it. All right, we're gonna reset. We're gonna reset. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Jakir. Get my ass handed to me with this fucking butt eye. You guys ready? Get my ass handed to me with this butt eye. You see that butt eye on the screen here, Jakir? Taking me out. We got this dingleberry with teeth just completely eviscerating us. That's right, shout his ass out. Without a doubt. March his ass in the town square so everybody can see him and see his arts, which are beautiful. Boys, ready? Time to reset. And we've reset. All right, you boys ready? We've reset. We're gonna beat it. We're gonna beat this game now. Not the game. We're gonna beat this boss. All right, here we go. Just like, what hit me? I don't even know what hit me. I gotta stop looking at the Streamlabs game. Look at it through RetroArch. We got 2 hits. We can do it on 2 hits. Damn it! probably be easier to not crouch. It'd probably be easier just to stand where I am and shoot. Yeah. Woo! Thank you. Good games. Hell yeah. I knew we could get it. It's just, it was gonna take some time. I'm like really nervous. I've never done this before. I've never attached a retina to my anus. Like, and now they've got him too. Did we already get her? We got her back? I don't know what now her dad got stolen. Okay. Baby, put on my slap bracelet. You'll feel better. Ah, he's the gnarliest professor on the coast. Gnarliest professor on the coast. So it's your dad they really want. Oh. Ah, that's totally understandable. Yeah, totally. Wow, how about if I save him? Piecing this together, protagonist. Rawr, enemies attack from the darkness. Be excellent, Jake. Just be excellent. That's all you gotta do. Okay, guys. You got it. You got it. You got a taste of it. All right. Let's switch back over. You guys ready? All right, let's do this. Hold on, that wasn't the right one. That's the right one. There we go. Bada bing, and we're back. We've returned. All right, we gotta get some tunes. We gotta play something in the background so you can hear all my throat noises. You know, so you can't hear all my throat noises. Okay, something's playing in the background. That's good. Very good. Very good. Let's talk over that. Let me do this. There we go. Switch it over, and then come over here to it's red. Bada bing. That's how we do it. Drakir, that looks so 80s. It's insane. It's totally rad. It's totally rad, Drakir. It's totally rad, you know? Oh, shit, I'm on the wrong screen. I put the cringe on a different screen. That's fine. That's fine. Let me come over here, do this, and do that. Bada bing. Okay. All right, we got some redeems. We got some redeems. Come over here to this. Bada bing. There it is. My face is more close now. I don't know why it does that. Obviously, it's a setting that I set up when I built all these overlays. It's been over 2 years. I haven't corrected any of them. So we have a redeem. We got a redeem online, boys. We got a redeem. It's called Cringe on Tap. For those unawares, down in the redeem section, there's a redeem called Cringe on Tap. And what that means is I have to say something nice about my girlfriend, whether it's, you know, a direct compliment or if it's just an anecdote. I usually go the anecdote route because anecdotes are funny and I'm pretty good at anecdotes. So we got an anecdote about a Miss Carrison Ford. Carrison, what's your name again? Carrison, what's your name again? Our stream manager behind the scenes, the lovely and illustrious Carrison Ford. If you're not following her, give her a follow, by all means. So I'm gonna say something nice about my girlfriend. In order to do that, I have to give you a graphic. I have to give you a background, an image, a reference point. Here she is. Here she is. May or may not, allegedly be on the peppercorns in this picture. I don't know if you can tell. We do too, Drakir. We do too. It's huge. It's a ginormous couch. You can change all sorts of different layouts and designs. Really cool couch. Really cool couch. But guys, I didn't want to have to talk about this on stream. But we got a problem. Also probably sleepy. Yeah, probably. It's a good chance. We got to talk about this on stream. I didn't mean to talk about this on stream, but now I have to talk about it on stream. Okay? It's probably not the right place for it. But it seems like this morning is going to be the morning in which we have to stage an intervention. Chat, we need to do an intervention on Carrison. Don't you sass queen me. It's true. The other night, Kay and I, that's Carrison, Kay and I were all peppered out, allegedly all peppered out. We had allegedly had a day consisting of edible peppercorns, allegedly. Have y'all tried peppercorns? And so I was sitting next to Karison in bed, and I was playing pinball on my Steam Deck, right? Just chilling out, playing the pinball on my Steam Deck. Karison sitting right next to me, quietly looking at her phone. And guys, I don't know if you guys knew, Karison's a bit of a talker, and when she's quiet, that's when it's time to worry. When she gets quiet, then it's scary, you know? So, but she was sitting right next to me, quietly looking at her phone. Vicer, your couch looks like a 3D acid of a couch where the modeler got lazy. I love it, because it's just a bunch of big pillows. Much easier to move, you know? And so Karison was quietly sitting next to me. Ah, shit, it lost something I was looking at. Hold on 1 second, guys. We're trying to do the flips and switches and dials while this is going on. You guys can't see it, but I am. So while I was playing pinball and she was sitting quietly looking at her phone, out of nowhere, there's a stir. Karison sits straight up in bed and holds her phone like 2 centimeters away from her face, and she's like, "Now we're talking. Now I found the jackpot." And I was like, "Uh-oh." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Baby, are you looking at porn?" She's trying to find some porn GIFs, some porn GIF files. But she's like, "Now we're talking. Now I found the jackpot." And naturally, I'm intrigued. Because it has to be something significant to jolt Karison out of a pepper stupor, you know? And so I turned to her and I was just like, "What are you talking about over there now?" You know? And Karison turns to me and barely squeaks out. She's like, "Pillows." Literally fell out of bed with the diarrhea. Could not stop saying for 10 minutes straight, "Pillows." She was so excited and so in the moment. Pillows. She literally, no lie, sat there for 45 minutes and was looking through all these pillows, looking at tiny little succulent pillows. And she's like, "Do we need some log rounds for the succulent garden couch?" And I was like, "Yeah, baby. We need some pillows that are shaped like log rounds." We definitely do. Pillows. So that's my cringe on tap for Karison. It's just an anecdote. I love her because there are certain things that she does that just fucking just literally turns me inside out with hilarity, you know? I was not ready for it. Pillows. All right. We got ourselves a performance poem. Let's see. I don't even know what. All right, you guys want a political poem? I got a political one. I was angry when I wrote it. It was political. Well, thank you for the 46 bits, Karison. Thank you for the cringe. Well, thank you, baby, for the pillows. I love it. All right, we got ourselves to do. What can we put up here that will accentuate what I'm about to talk about? You know, we could just slap bracelets. You guys want a slap bracelet? Yeah, let's put a slap bracelet up there. That's what you guys need, right? I feel like that will help. There we go. Let's just throw that in there. Give you an idea. Now, I wrote this a while ago, so it's an old poem, but I was mad. And performance poetry, it's more about acting it out. It's more about visual references. It's more about, you know, gestures and being in the moment and all that stuff. It's not so much, here, let me switch over real quick. Let's do this one. I didn't mean to do that. Is that the right one? Yeah, that works better. Okay, there we go. We'll just keep totally rad right next there. Okay. We have a poem. It's been a long time since I've rehearsed this, so it's probably gonna come out like shit. But you wanted it, you're getting it. And it's probably gonna be like a 4 to 5 minute poem. So contain yourselves. I'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and mute this. Okay, it's called How to Wash Yourself Clean with Just a Soapbox. Show us your box art. I'm showing it right now. My soapbox art. Lifestyles of the rich and famous can surely make a layman twitch when they paint us into a circled corner next to the flag overhead. Coroner pointing to the corpse in the corridor reporting that there's what's left of the American dream. So if you see me head nodding, I ain't agreeing. It's because I've been smoking Ambien. Gotta go full out of body to listen to another one of these GOP rambling un-American themed alternate protests where scientific progress is hotly contested with a tariff to maximize now reduced vices so the gravestones of our noble sacrifices can be fenced duty-free at democracy's bake sale bankruptcy. So the details are a little fuzzy regarding our newly reworded cultural stasis. They're telling me day laborers can't be daydreamers due to their sweat-soaked brown faces, and they expect us to truffle dive nightmare first into our unwashed pillowcases and shiver and slumber on the same temperamental Tempur-Pedic sleep number until everyone's too stripped down to even consider getting laid. Lifestyles of the rich and famous, and if you blink, they're all gonna name us infamous, which is stylistically different than famous, but it is in fashion for fascists due to a belly felt vote from belly button folk who believed they stepped into the booth with the best intestines and now gotta find guts to chew up a handful of antacids after their placid complacency. And I'll admit to sometimes being out of order, irregular in a sense, but if this is the stench of drained swamp rhetoric, then I ain't gonna be the only one to clean this shit up, okay? So, if this band of brotherhood makes us Siamese twins, then let's sniff out this skid mark logic to the bathroom sink faucet to trade witch hazel for fable slopped together in a communal toxic trough and dine on the fine lies that line our stomach lining with yesterday's hemorrhoidically strained stock exchange. They'll preach at you about slavery's shelf life and oh, how quaint and how nice it must be to hold the feather duster with an ability to disagree about the degree in which someone turns their head to forge ahead. But how can one look ahead to a future of forgery when your head's been misled clear off your fucking shoulders? One thing I've learned from U.S. history is that patriotic anger smolders and guarantees only an interminable termination date, regardless of what's transpired, regardless of who's expired, for the divine right to be dubbed sire over the big oily pit in our neighbor's backyard sandbox, a lifetime spent misleading ourselves that it's classically orthodox to act like pissed on piss ants in God's garden scrambling for the next ankle to bite. So, I'm willing to bet, should we pledge ourselves to learn again that underneath these gut-shot tourniquets, we won't find any other whites or blues, just cranberry hues and not one damn thing that even tastes bitter, sweet lifestyles of the rich and famous. When you stop to think is when you get framed for thought crime, but not mine. I wrote Daffy Duck on the dotted line and stole rhymes legally, hoping to use U.S. tender against U.S. lender, and Franklin had it right. Our nation's bird should be a turkey for all the times it begged our pardon, flapping scotch-taped wings over minor economic specifics like the hungry and the sick and the homeless. A gold medal in making compassion as Spartan as the Olympics. Lifestyles of the rich and famous, admittedly harder than just saying up with the proletariat, but I need an explicit explanation, prolix and strong enough to carry it through all the rabbled rubble of poems detained at the borders, now around their homes. And the repeating verse kind of dates me, sure, but it'll be fine because everything retro is nouveau now. So this prolonged period of unlubed fucking isn't really too new. This age of Robin and being a leech is a soft core time warp to one big horrible friction disco where our orange skin prez, palms lined with Crisco, pays peddlers a pharmacology to spike our drinks without apologies so that they can fondle and grind against us with a bass drop of repeated headlines fracked and mined from the childhoods they stole. Unfortunately, we all get represented as though drunk on borrowed ego. We all thrash collectively in the mire of the post-crash fire. Even those volunteering to be designated drivers wake up the morning after, throat raked harder than Vermont pasture, unable to sit down due to our collapsed asshole given to us from a prolapsed asshole. Thank you very much. That's it. We have ended. That's it. How to wash yourself clean with just a soapbox. All right. Come over here. Play that in the background. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. A little rusty, but it's been cool. Oh, Techie. Oh. No, Techie Robin, Carson Farthing for the cumulatively 146 bits. I appreciate you guys. You guys appreciate the arts. Thank you. Thank you for all the bids of affirmation and confirmation in the chat. I appreciate you guys appreciating me. Like, lots of action and verbs in that one. It is. I was actually surprised while I was doing it. I was just like, oh yeah, I got some good wordplay in here, you know. That one, like, it took me basically a month rewriting it every single day. I would rewrite it every single day. And then after it was rewritten and finished, I would rehearse it like 3 times a day. I used to be to a point where I could just spout it off without reading it. I had to read it because it's been a couple years since I've read it. And so I used to be able to spout it off. I had them all memorized. I've got like 10 of them that I've written, all memorized, but it's been a long time since I've rehearsed. Well, thank you, Techie Rob, for redeeming that. I knew it took a lot of channel points, like, but hopefully it was worth it. I feel like if you save up your channel points and do a 40,000 channel point redeem, you're gonna get, you know, a 4 to 6 minute performance poem. And it's just gonna be me screaming into the mic, you know? But that's how we do. Like, and usually what I would used to do, because you guys saw me, I was all loud and boisterous and gesturing and being loud. I used to like go to a performance poem, an open mic, and just be like, hey guys, I'm here to read you my poem. I'm just gonna read you this poem. And I go on the mic and purposely go out of my way to sound like every standard typical live journal poet who goes to an open mic. Hi guys, I just have a poem I want to read to you. I think you guys are gonna like it. And just be monotone and sound very meek, and then I'd be like, lifestyles of the rich, and it just come right out of the bat. Like, if you give them a little diversion, if you make them think it's gonna be one thing and then turn it around, you get their attention like that. They zero in on you. So, just pro tip. Shroom reminds me of the essays that my grandfather writes. Well, that's what I was going for. Distinctly going for the angry grandparent screaming at a cloud melodically, you know. Techie, I'm definitely saving up for another. Not a problem, brother. Not a problem. Yeah, get in there now while there's still 40,000. I did talk about maybe like each time they're redeemed, adding another 10,000 to them. But I think 40,000 is a good amount, at least for right now. I need to write some more. It's what I really need to do. So, yeah. Boys, we got a reveal. Criteria number 1 for the unspecified amount of time in which I played this game. Was I entertained? Yeah, kind of. I was kind of entertained. It's you know, it's a little doldrum. Like, they front load you with a lot of the cool stuff, because once you get into the actual meat of the game itself, the fact that there's 0 fucking power-ups in an action platformer game just fucking blows my mind. You know, they're just like, you got the life that you got, and you got the magic points that you got. Everything else after that, that's on you, boo. That's on you, you know? So, but I would say I was entertained. You know, they gave you like 12 spells to fuck with right from the get-go. The control is a little wonk. The response is a little wonk. The fact that you can't fucking shoot your Mega Buster while you're jumping fucking sucks. That's a design oversight. Somebody should have caught that in beta. But entertained? Yeah, kind of entertained. The actual level design is kind of doldrums though. It is literally left to right. That's it. Sometimes you get a fire pit and that's it. Like the only unique element to the level design were the enemies. And I don't think that makes up good level design. So I would say kind of entertained. Kind of. Shroom, that's meant to be a compliment. It gives me a lot to chew on. Not a problem, brother. Like, I'll take it. I know you revered your grandfather. So, like, I know you revered your peepaw. So, like, I do actually take that as a compliment. Like, I just imagine, you know, some 80-year-old man throwing beats at the sun. Carrison, but you love the butt eye. I do love the butt eye. Carrison, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. When I go in there, I want to be seen. I want to be seen. I want to be seen by the butt eye as soon as I go in there. Make it happen. Sir Drakir, I like the butt eye. I do too. Minimal amount of poop. Shroom, oh, he's still kicking. I think he turns 98 in a few weeks. Oh, okay. Am I confusing? I thought you had somebody just die recently. Or maybe it wasn't recently. I'm sorry, Shroom. The whole last week, we had psychoactive chemicals. We have blurred the last like 11 days on straight. Criteria number 2. Now that I've played Totally Rad, does my memory of it exist outside the lens of nostalgia? I did play Totally Rad as a kid. I was a huge fan of it as a kid. Going back and playing it now, less of a fan. I do not necessarily think this game exists outside the lens of nostalgia. I think nostalgia carried a lot of this game. It's not a bad game. It is not as good as I remember it though. I had lower expectations back then. I'm approaching the game now with my current day shitty gamer vision. I'm not giving any, you know, I'm not like, well, for the time. I'm not doing those kind of reviews. I'm doing it right now. The current day iteration, do I enjoy this game? Has the nostalgia held up? And I'm telling you point blank, not really. Like there are some admirable aspects of this game, you know, like without a doubt, it seemed like it had a lot of potential, but it do be feeling like middle of the road, you know, after you're done playing it. The bosses are really cool though. Bosses are super cool. And despite me struggling with them, I don't think they're actually like, you know, unfair or unnecessarily unfair. I think that was just me being a shitty gamer, so. So that's my review, boys. We got a prediction to answer. And then we'll rate out. Bada bing! Is Totally Rad a good game, a mid game, or a bad game? It's hard, man, because going into this, I was assured. I even told Carrison, you know, she's like, is this a good game? I'm like, do you remember this being a good game? And I was like, yeah, I remember this being a great game. Loved, big fan of it, huge fan of it back in the day, you know? Like, played it all the time. Well, today it's mid. 1,466 peppercorns go to Armor and AJ. Choke on them, boys. Choke on them. I was laughing because I was telling Carrison after the OTL I did last time, Pirates Gold, right? And I was laughing because I was like, my review, because I listened to my review. I was like, yeah, it's great for the time. I can't believe they fit all this stuff in there. It's like really imaginative. It's branching out. You have like, wow, real world exploration. I can't believe they had all of this stuff from a computer game and they ported it really well. And they fit all of this into a 16, you know, 16-bit Sega Genesis game. I can't believe that they did all that mid. I talked it up So the cows came home and then delivered a mid verdict on it anyways. At 6 2/3, guys. What can you expect? You know, what can you expect? Like, so. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. We're gonna send a raid on over to who should we raid? Who should we raid? I'll take suggestions. Always bet on mid. Yeah, kind of. You know, like I'll take some suggestions if anybody in chat wants to send this large cadre of people over. Grim, yeah, let's give it to Grim. We're gonna give it to Grim. Grim always goes out of his way to thanks for the phone. Well, thanks, Drakir. Thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me just rant and rave, you know? Like, thank you for adding me. Yeah, we're gonna give it to Grim. Grim always goes out of his way to support us, and we're gonna throw it back to Grim, you know? Like, we're gonna give him a big fucking raid to make his day, you know? I'm shouting him out, son of a bitch. All right. Underscore. There's an underscore in there. Bada bing. Thanks for the stream. Well, thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Magical John, for coming and hanging out with me. AJ, Grim, that is correct. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, guys. I will be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. EST. We're going to do the bro down. It's going to be me and my brother. And for those who haven't seen the new bro down overlay, it's not on this. Oh, it's over here. For those who haven't seen the new bro down overlay, whatever reason can't make it tomorrow, I'll just give you a sneak peek. This is what it looks like. This is what the desk looks like. And this is the main screen. There it is. Look at that. We have an actual overlay for the bro down now. Tonio has delivered onto us, you know. And so come hang out with me and my brother tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. We're gonna do the bro down. We're gonna do the trivia quiz at 8:30, not 9. So if you guys want to see actually, which is Beef's trivia segment, it's gonna be, or that's the one he's doing tomorrow. It's called actually. If you want to see it, come and hang out with us at 8:30 in the morning, not 9 o'clock, because we're gonna do it a little early. We're gonna switch it around. That way we have more time for reaction videos at the end of the stream. I don't want to rush into it, you know. That's right. If you see Grim over there, give him the dogs. Let him know where you came from. I love each and every one of you. Thank you very little, and you're welcome even less.